Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review. It is Matchday Live. It is, of course, Saturday lunchtime. I hate these kickoffs, but never mind. We are here with you to bring you full commentary of the game from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, of course. And I am joined by my old commentary pal, Billy Trey. Good afternoon to Billy.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the Magpie Massive out there in Viewerland.
Indeed, and we may as well get straight into the team news, Billy, because I was right. Sven Botman is back, ladies and gentlemen. This is how Newcastle line up today. Dubravka in goal, Botman, Joelinton, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Byrne, and Bruno. The bench is Vlachodimos, Trippier, Barnes, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Willock, Longstaff, and Miley. Your thoughts, Billy?
Yeah, it's a nice, strong bench, I've got to say. Really, only Wilson aside from having a full strength side now, aren't we, really? Botman back in, and Shea obviously suspended. We'll have to see how he is. He'll be a little bit rusty. Hopefully, he can play himself into the game and be secure as Shea has been recently. But it's a good side. It's a really good side.
Yeah. Massive call from Eddie Howe, isn't it? Massive.
It is a massive call. Yeah, it is a massive call. But he's got all the scientific data. He knows how he is. And Eddie, we have to trust, I guess.
Indeed. Spurs, however, very, very strange lineup, obviously to illness and injuries. Austin in goal, Pedro Porro, Dragusin, Gray, Spence, Bergvile, Sarr, Kulusevski, Johnson, Solanke, Werner. And I suppose the main talking point, Billy, is there is no Son in the starting lineup. He's on the bench alongside Maddison and, of course, Basuma.
I'm guessing the ones on the bench are the ones that are slightly less ill than the ones that are at home in bed. That's all I'm thinking. Yeah, Jed Spence is a right back playing at the left-hand side. I think Jacob Murphy can have a good go at him. Yep. I know Pedro Porro is good going forward, but defensively, I think Anthony Gordon can have a go at him. I'm certain that Alexander Isak can have a go at Dragusin in Gray.
Yeah.
Kulusevski, the captain, is their best player on the pitch. Got to be careful of him. Got to be careful of Johnson. Got to be careful of Solanke. And Werner, he's got the pace. If he can just stay on side, it's going to be a danger. But having said all that, I fancy us to win today.
I do. I think these are the games, Billy, that if we want to be up there, we want to be challenging, we've got to win these games. And many people will say, well, you know, Spurs will go out there today with nothing to lose, and that's rightly so. They have got nothing to lose today, given the suspensions and injuries and illness. But it could be a potential banana skin, and that's what we need to stay professional. We need to just go out there, do a job, and get the game won.
100%. Just don't focus on who's in front of you. Just play your game. If we express ourselves, play to our capabilities, to our potential, we'll win this game.
Yeah.
But don't think about who you're playing against, because you then get overconfident and lackadaisical, and then mistakes start to happen.
Yeah.
Just a professional job. We'll bring the victory home. No danger.
Julie's changed our profile pic now to Sven Botman to celebrate his return. Nice one. By the way, good afternoon, everybody. And if you do enjoy this, the commentary today, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. It is vital for the channel to keep those coming in. As you can see there, we've hit 34,500 on the way to 35. So with your help, we can get there sooner rather than later. So if you are new to the channel and like what you see, of course, please do subscribe. It is free to do so. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. You can support the channel in the usual two ways. Membership, which is the join button underneath us, and of course super chats, which is the live $sign underneath the live chat. That will get your comment guaranteed to be read out on the show as well. And of course, a massive thank you to our channel sponsors, Mamaru Records. If you're ever kicking around in Whitley Bay, please go and visit Steve for all your music needs, your vinyl, your CDs, music merchandise, sporting merchandise, gift cards. He's got it all. Go and check them out in the centre of Whitley Bay. If you can't get there, their link for their website is pinned at the top of the description. Go and give that a visit, and also tell Steve you're a TTR viewer. So a big thank you again to Mama Roo Records. Bending Johnson says Werner is Spurs' version of Miggy. I mean, he hasn't done it in English football, has he, Billy? To be fair, he's you know, in Germany he was sensational.
Well, I'm imagining that he's not going to be in a great mental state, given the fact how Ange treated him in the European game.
Yeah,
they publicly called him out.
Yeah, that
I would want to do my best for the manager that does that.
That's a very good point. Yeah, a very good point. John says Kelly looks doomed now. I mean, how do you think Lloyd Kelly will be feeling, Billy? Because obviously Botman's just coming back and from a over a year out injured, and then suddenly he's fit, he's straight back in. And when I think Kelly might have been possibly looking to start this game,
or maybe he'll start Tuesday. Maybe he's been told he's starting Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Lloyd Kelly will become our reserve left back if truth be told. Then we've got hopefully cover across our back four. But
yeah,
it's an interesting one, isn't it? Maybe we'll sell him.
Yeah, well, there's that option as well. Jock Bar has gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you very much for that, Jock. Much appreciated, my man. Here we go again. Says Maddison hungover from being at the darts. How a manager can be happy with him going while ill. Yeah, he was at the darts. That's strange, wasn't it? 80s Gamers says, might be a tough game this. I have a bad feeling today. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, it doesn't matter how well we're playing. There's always some aspects of our supporting base, Billy, that will always be nervous before a game.
Well, we're Newcastle's fans, aren't we? Things don't generally happen.
Yeah.
Perfectly all of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Barney has been getting shit from my Spurs mate that Isak is going to Arsenal. Bollocks to him. Bollocks to him. Is everyone ready for the snow tomorrow? Well, it's got to start overnight, hasn't it? I think it's forecast here to start about 1 o'clock in the morning, Billy, all the way through till Sunday night. So it could be a lot of snedge in this area.
There won't be any in my area, that's for certain.
None.
I'll be wrapped up. I'm not going anywhere near the pissing snow.
Not a fan of it, Billy?
Well, not these days. I used to be when I was a kid.
Yeah. As soon as the white stuff started to fall, it was like, get the sledges out. Very different now. It's get the blankets out.
Yeah, get the quilt out.
Yeah. Vandalel says, what your team does for our Brazilian players is beautiful to see. Here in Brazil, you have our greatest respect and support. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you for that message. Crince's commentary is always solid. So happy you're doing this. Thank you very much, Crin. Catherine says, hope traveling mags got to the match all right. Train delays with someone sadly getting struck by a train. I read that. Yeah. Do you know what? It's happened so often that it's incredible. But the access to get on the lines, Billy, I mean, it's so easy to just step in front of a train, isn't it? As much as I keep saying that, but it's...
Well, my best mate at school did it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's awful. Please, guys, open up to someone. Don't do anything silly. Speak to somebody, even if it's a stranger. Just speak to somebody. There's always a listening ear out there for everybody, guys. Hippie says, I have that same feeling like we did before Man United. I wasn't confident, but I still think we can slap them if we're on target. I'm confident. I have to say I'm confident. I'm just as confident I was against Manchester United. I think if we go out with the same attitude, the same belief, Billy, and play with the same intensity, we will win the game today.
100%. Yeah, too much pace, too much guile, too much technique, too much flair, too much everything. I think today for Spurs from us, if we perform to our potential and not be overconfident.
Well, somebody's called you Rudolph in the chat, Billy.
It's very cold here. That's why.
Give the man a break, man. It's freezing cold. Dear me. Let's see. Niall says, great to see Botman back. Very un-Eddie type situation. Usually eases players back in. Well, that's the thing, Billy. You mentioned at the start of the show that he's obviously been told by medical staff that this guy is ready. Otherwise, he wouldn't play him.
No, exactly. He must have scientific data and James Bunce's stuff coming through as well. So, yeah, he's got to trust him. Whether he plays on the right or the left, we shall see as soon as it starts. But, yeah, it's great to have him back. He's not going to be 100%. He can't be.
No.
He's going to be rusty, but
yeah,
he'll play himself into it. He may make a mistake or two, but we need to be patient with him.
Absolutely. Shoulder89, thank you for your super chat. Looking forward to a 6th straight win today. How are the lads? I mean, I never thought we'd say that, Billy, back in early November, but here we are. Dominic's this afternoon, Paul and Billy, 2 to win 3-2. Isak, Gordon and Tonali to score for us. Craig says, let's hope Botman gets through it. Paul says, I don't think Botman will finish the game. Well, I'd be very doubtful if he does play 90 minutes, but hey, centre-backs tend to be able to last a bit longer than sort of the midfielders and strikers, Billy. That's the thing. Yeah,
it depends how we're playing. If he's got nothing to do and he's just kind of watching it from a distance while our attack score goal after goal after goal, who knows?
By the way, guys, just to remind you that you do have to be a subscriber on our Matchday live shows to take part in the comments. So if you do want to become part of the channel, please do subscribe. As I say, free to do so. Let's see how close we can push towards 35,000 today. I know it's a massive ask, but you never know. You never know. John says we definitely need to be focused. Spurs have enough quality to hurt us if we don't turn up. I think the mentality, though, Billy, of our side is very different now, isn't it? It's very different to even a few weeks ago. That mentality, the winning mentality, is there now. The belief is there, and I think that's an important factor, isn't it? Because a lot of us are saying before games, let's go out and play with the same intensity, but we have been.
Well, that's it. As soon as you played the players in the right positions, as I keep saying, the results came. We looked dangerous again. We got our press back in order again.
Yeah,
and it's all down to playing players in the right positions for me, and then of course getting Toon Army in the side, which was a massive thing.
Yeah,
should have done it way before he did.
Yeah,
but there you go. He's got there in the end.
Yeah, he has.
Which we can we all saw it before him, but there you go. He knows things we don't, of course.
Well, I'm just seeing Sven Botman on the screen now, and it's like he's never been away, Billy. He looks his normal self, of course. Hippie says, I don't think it will snow here in Sydney. It was 36 degrees for me today, not quite snowy weather. Jesus, 36 degrees.
It's -6 here.
It's -6. Jeffrey Brunt, thank you for your super chat. Outdoing the bird feeders and water fountains. If anyone is bothered, there were 5 Magpies in the tree today, so it's going to be 5-2 to the Toon. How are the lads? Come on, me bonny lads.
5 for silver.
Is that what it is? 5 for silver?
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody said the other day they had 8 in the game. I've never seen 8 ever.
And it goes 7, I think. 7 for a secret, never to be told. I don't know what 8 is.
Look at you. You're just a fountain of knowledge, Billy Trey.
It used to be a program when I was a kid called Magpie.
Really?
Yeah. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for good, and 4 for the boy. 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret, never to be told. There you go.
There you go. Billy Trey, ladies and gentlemen. He's here all week. Obviously, that was before colour television, ladies and gentlemen. So
it was ITV's version of Blue Peter.
Oh, my God. Okay. There you go. Mark, our resident Bournemouth fan, but he's in the chat again. Hope you're well, Mark. Good luck today. The Toon off to see the Cherries against Everton a bit later. Well, you should get 3 points against them lot. John says, I'm confident. Players we did at Old Trafford and we'll win 3-1. Trevor says, I still get butterflies no matter who we play. I think butterflies is fine. Absolutely. Yes. By the way, guys, Lady Sam is in the chat. She is on mod duty today, along with our other fantastic mods. So don't get on the wrong side of Lady Sam or any other of our mods. By the way, guys, just to let you know that if you are ahead of us, I'm not sure which way we're watching it yet, but please don't put any spoilers in the chat if you're ahead of us. If you do go to kick off before I've said we've kicked off, just pause your TV or pause whatever device you're watching it on, and then wait till I say, right, we're underway, and we'll all be in sync for the rest of the afternoon. It's a pretty straightforward and easy thing to do. But if you are ahead of us, don't put anything in the chat until we've commentated on it. Once we've commentated, then we can all talk about it in the chat. So it's just respect for everybody else, guys, that can't watch the game or just enjoys listening to the commentary. That's all it is. So thank you, guys, in advance for everybody sticking by that. Really appreciate it. North Shields Jeff says, let's show we're becoming the real deal and get the points again. I mean, it would send a message, Billy, wouldn't it, really?
100%. Yeah. Another result away from home.
Yeah.
At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah.
They still think they're part of the Big Six, if you like. They're not. They're nowhere near it. They still think they are, and the press still think they are, more to the point. So to go there and get a win there, especially after going to Old Trafford and doing it the night, I don't think the press will be very happy about it.
Yep. Simon says Botman's been playing games the past 3 weeks. Eddie said that, but we're not sure who we're against, of course. I don't really care who we're against as long as he's fit. That's all I care about. Paul says, I've never seen a player with an ACL injury come straight back into the team. They're always eased in. Yeah, but he's played games, Paul. That's the difference. He's played games. He's played under 21s and he's played a couple of other games that we don't know about. So, listen. The fact of the matter is they know what they're doing. And we have to, the medical team last season took a hammering. This season, for me, is a little bit different. We've got new people in. We have to trust that they know what they're doing. And obviously they've seen that Botman is ready to go. I just had a feeling the way Eddie was talking yesterday, Billy, in his press conference when he was asked about Botman and certainly asked about starting, I genuinely then believed that he was hinting that he would be starting Botman today.
Yeah, and it looks like, according to what TNT is saying, that he's going to be on the right-hand side of defence of the two centre-backs. So
yeah. Well, I think that's probably the right thing to do. Don't move Dan Burn. Botman's got the class to move to the right-hand side, hasn't he? He's got
especially with Trippier not playing, Livermento played, so maybe a technician where Cher was, probably the best call.
Yeah, I actually agree with that move. I think Burn's playing so well in that position at the minute. Let's not, there's no reason to move Dan Burn over there because Botman is elite enough in my eyes to play that right-hand side position, Billy. So I think we'll be all right there. I'm not particularly. Kevin says, don't forget, guys, TV on, sound off, and listen to Paul and Billy, the best bar none. Thank you very much, Kevin. Much appreciated. Paul said, I'd love a Burn goal today. Deserves it after recent performances. Indeed. It looks like some sort of Chinese fan club are at Tottenham today.
Probably Koreans for Son, is it? Maybe,
yeah. There's a lot of them in a group there holding some signs. They'd be absolutely gutted that Son's not in the starting 11. Paul Charlton says, well, I have to admit I was totally wrong saying Botman wouldn't start. What do I know? Hey, listen, it was a 50-50 call, to be honest. I mean, I'm saying, I was right. But listen, it was just a hunch I had by what Eddie had to say in his press conference. Because he didn't outright, when he was asked the question of Botman start, he didn't just say, he'll be part of the squad, but it's very early in his recuperation. So he didn't say anything like that. And that kind of got my spidey senses going and thinking, there may be a chance. Listen, I'm pleased he's back. Hippie says, I think it's normal to be nervous before games as a Toon fan. Yes, I think we've learned that over the years without a shadow of a doubt. It's just something that happens. Jock Barr's been a member now for 22 months on the channel. Thank you, Jock. Looking forward to seeing Botman play. Nice test to see how fit he is. I'm going 4-1 to the Toon. Dylan says, Botman. Lee Waite with the super chat as well. Spurs be up for this being underdogs, but 3-0 win to us. Yeah, it's all about the start again, isn't it, Billy? Just sort of, the Spurs will try and start quickly. But one thing Ange will know about us, Billy, is how quick we've started the last few games, and that for me it might just put Spurs off going too far forward too early in the game.
We'll see how much.
But then again, he likes to play high, doesn't he?
Well, that's it. I mean, we'll see how much of a one-trick pony Ange is today, won't we?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Gray's got a bit of pace about him because he's generally a midfield player, fullback, playing at centre back, so he'll have a bit of pace about him. Yeah. Dragassin's not the slowest. Will they still play the high line? I think they will. Yeah, I think they will. I don't think they know any other way. I think Ange is very much a one-trick pony. We'll see how much today.
Yeah.
Listen, if they still play the high line when they had 8 men on the pitch, they're not going to stop doing it now, are they?
No, absolutely not. Frank Burnside over in Australia, thank you very much for your super chat. What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea? I've never had a lentil on my face. That's terrible for a lunchtime. That's terrible.
At least it's Saturday, not Sunday.
Well, that's a good point, yes. It's freezing today, but being here with you all in chat is like a big black and white duvet, says Wacky Angler. Thank you very much, buddy. We got over 2,200 watching now on both platforms, on here on YouTube and, of course, over on X. If you're watching on X, hop over to YouTube, pop a subscribe in. That'll be very kind of you guys. Keep the subscriptions coming in as we want to see how close we can get towards our 35K target again. You guys are just immense, absolutely immense. Tom, who is down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium today, made it down safely. Hope you're okay, matey, and enjoy the game. Super chat comes in from Keith Truscott. Good to see the Rolls Royce's back squad looking stronger and stronger. 2-0 to the Toon. I love it when we're confident, Billy. Julie J says, yes, please don't post any spoilers. Please wait for Paul and Billy before celebrating any other goals, VAR checks, and other antics. Thank you very much, Julie. The mods are watching you guys. So please, no spoilers. Liam says, the Man United match, my neighbour cheered. I thought we had a third. Turned out the dog had jumped on his knackers. Thanks for telling us that. Really appreciate it. PL Rich says, midfield need to be sharp and give Botman as much cover as possible. Do you think Eddie will have spoken to Toon Army, Billy, just about his role today?
It's no different to what it's been for the previous games.
Yeah, exactly.
Me, no different.
Yeah. Good point. Need a quick start, I reckon. Not any confidence the young keeper's got. I mean, that's the thing, Billy. We need to pepper this young keeper early. Really test him, because he'd be excited, but he'd be very nervous.
I think I'd have preferred four-string goal, if I'm perfectly honest. And let's hope he's more the Jack Hannick type than...
Yeah, Forster's been dreadful.
Yeah.
To Coiny Fraser says, Andy is world class and will be taken off second half. Could see Botman scoring a header, to be honest. It would be nice. I think
we will be dangerous set pieces today because of the height difference, of course. Having young Archie Gray at centre half, he's not the tallest in the world.
Yeah.
We're in the kit. People are asking what strip we're in. The one I'm wearing today.
Yeah. I am in a Newcastle United shirt, by the way. I couldn't find me a wear top. It is somewhere in the clean washing, but I was too busy sorting everything out this morning. When it's an early kickoff, it's a nightmare because you've got to get all the graphics set up. You've got to get everything done behind the scenes for it ready to go, and it's you don't get any time by the time you get your arse up on a Saturday morning. Sort the dogs out, everything else that goes with it, Billy. You know, it's tough.
Well, I was up at 7. I was up at 7 today.
Wow, that's impressive, Billy.
Yeah, it's not sleeping lately.
Well, I've just tried these new things, by the way, for sleeping, Billy. It's these, you put them on your tongue about half an hour before you go to bed, little patches, and they dissolve on your tongue. I've tried them the last 2 nights, and they've bloody worked.
Really?
Half an hour after having one, I feel really drowsy and just poof, I'm out. And they've really done it.
Well, I have no problem going to sleep. It's waking up.
Yeah. It's waking up.
I wake up too early.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't get back in then.
Yeah, once you get to a certain age, Billy, lions disappear because once you're awake, you can't get back to sleep, can you? So it's a nightmare. Let's take a big steamy dump on Spurs today, says Jake. Oh, I mean, that's one way to describe it. Surprise Tottenham have Son, Maddison, etc. on the bench, but come on, Newcastle, let's get the win. And awesome to see Botman back. I would think that maybe they're not 100%, Billy, which is why they're on the bench.
You say that, but like you say, James Maddison was at the darts last night, so...
Yeah, and Son's been poor. I mean, the Spurs fans are saying his time's coming to an end. Obviously, had to take on the mantle of being without Harry Kane, of course. And I guess, the older he gets, it's more tough to play that role. Thomas Tuchel is at the ground, by the way. He is there today, so it's a good opportunity, certainly for the Newcastle United players to stake claims for the England squad, Bill.
Yeah, obviously, I don't think many in the Spurs side are going to be putting their hands up.
Yeah.
It's down to the likes of Hall, Livramento, Gordon, potentially Murphy. Who knows?
Yeah. And there
maybe
is
Big Dan Burn. Who knows?
Exactly. Just looking at Thomas Tuchel now. There in his big winter jacket and cap. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this guy does as England manager, Billy, because I think England will play so much more entertaining football. Have you got your stream on yet?
Yeah, I'm on yet.
Right, what are you watching?
The crowd at the minute and teams coming out.
Right, I'm just watching the teams ready to come out.
I'm already out.
How can you? Okay. Right, bugger that. Here we go. Right, I've got the teams ready to shake hands, Billy.
Yeah, they're in the lineup. Yeah, they've crossed the picture.
Right, so I won't be watching it on. Well, if you're watching, if you're watching TNT online, it's shocking, really, compared to where it should be. But there you go.
Yeah.
So just to confirm, Spurs side again, Austin in goal. They have a back four of Porro and Spence as the fullbacks. Centre backs are Dragerson and Gray, which, of course, I mean, Gray looks about 5-year-old, to be honest. Spence looks like Snoop Dogg at 24-year-old. Sarr and Bergvall sitting in front of the back four. Of Of course, they have 3 behind of Johnson, Kulusevski, and Werner. And the striker is, of course, Dominic Solanke. Remember, guys, no spoilers in the chat. I can't reiterate that enough. The mods will remove you, and we don't want you to do that. So if you go to kick off your match before us, please press pause on whatever you're watching it on. And then when I say, right, we're underway, all hit play, and we'll all be in sync for the rest of the afternoon. So please, guys, no spoilers in the chat. Newcastle lineup, Dubravka in goal, of course. Back 4, Livramento, Botman, Byrne, and Lewis Hall. Midfield 3, of course, of Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno. And up front, the familiar 3 of Jacob Murphy, Alexander Isak, and Anthony Gordon. So, Billy, are you sticking with your prediction?
Yes, I think it'll be a high-scoring game. Maybe we'll score more. Maybe they won't score as many as I said, but I said 4-2. I'll stick with 4-2.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a very strong bench, guys. Trippier, Barnes, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Willock, Longstaff, and, of course, Lewis Miley. We are just getting, I think the tosses have been had now. We're waiting to see. Has the toss been done yet? I don't know. Bruno's still in the middle of the park. Yeah. Captain's coming in now. I thought the goalkeeper was doing the toss then. I'm thinking, what the hell? He's just playing his first ever game in the Premier League. Surely this guy can't be skipper on the side. Lunacy, Billy. Lunacy.
Drop the coin.
Yeah. I mean, Bruno's not really very successful at these, is he? But it's, I mean, you can't say it's Bruno's fault. It's just down to luck.
Well,
and he hasn't had any, to be fair.
Well, at home, I imagine the opposing captain will call anyway.
Yep. Of course, the spine of the team is back today, Billy.
Yes.
We've got Bruno in the middle.
Exactly. That song can be sang again.
Indeed. Isak looks hungry, just off his facial expression. Devin Harris, thank you for being a member for 36 months on the channel. Much appreciated. Thank you, TTR, front of house and back, for everything. Happy New Year, and how are the lads? Thank you very, very much for that. And thank you for your continued support. Please keep subscribing, guys. Bottom right-hand corner if you're new to the channel, as we push towards 35,000K. And Eddie looks in very jovial spirits, Billy, I have to say.
Yes. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Manual clock. There we go. First half. We are ready to go. So if you're going to kick off, please press pause until I say, right, we're underway. Which we are now. The match is underway at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham versus Newcastle. Live commentary right here on the Toon Review. Leon with a super chat. Happy New Year, people. Thank you, Leon. And immediately, Tottenham kick it out of play.
Botman definitely playing on the right-hand side of the back two anyway. So,
Yep, he certainly is. Livramento will take the throw-in for Newcastle. Of course, we'll be looking for that blistering start again. Here is Tino.
Oh,
that's a bit of a clash there. That was a painful one. And Tino's in big trouble here. Tino's in big, big trouble. He is in agony down there. That does not look good, Billy.
I think it's a knee into the stomach. It might just be winded with a bit of luck. Oh, it's an elbow into the stomach. There's nothing in it.
Billy, you're ahead of me.
I am well ahead. Refresh yours.
Oh, okay. That was very aggressive.
I can't delay, can I?
We can press pause. Hang on, let me refresh.
I think it's been winded, although Trippier is warming up.
Right, what time have you got, Billy?
I'm on 1:15.
I've just ticked over to 1:22.
Oh, I'm behind you. That's okay.
Right, there you go.
I'm a second behind.
Okay. Jimmy Barr, member for 13 months, says Happy New Year, TTR fan. Paul and Billy, I'd be giving this game a pass if I was a Spurs supporter. 5-0 for the Toon for me. How are the lads? And he says winded. Yeah, but the way he went down, Billy, I mean, he put his arms in the air and yeah, he looks like he's going to be, I think he got it in the left testicle by the looks of where he's got his hand, Billy.
Yeah, he's holding his nether regions, isn't he?
Yes, he is. So a bit of a painful one. But he's up and he should be okay. He's breathing all right, but I think his left testy is currently somewhere inside his intestines right now, and they just need to shake it back out. Bit of a painful one that for Tino, but we're back underway with Lewis Hall. Botman touches it now to Murphy, who's gone to right back, and really a poor clearance from Murphy, and Tottenham get the ball back now with Sarr. And Werner now on the left-hand side, cuts in, heading towards the penalty area. Ball inside to Kulusevski, blocked by Botman. Corner to Spurs.
Could have learned this over Sven straight away, getting into the right area to block off a cross.
Yeah. Leon, thank you very much for your super chat. Did you hear Henry Winter's comments about Isak? Yeah, we spoke about that on an earlier show this week. Very disappointing comments, to be honest. Anyway, a short corner by Spurs is absolutely dreadful. And, well, Anthony Gordon almost took advantage of that. Or was it Lewis Hall? They've both got flowing blonde locks. It was Anthony Gordon. And now it's all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Pressure him, go on, Isaac, go on.
Absolutely, yeah. And Spurs now coming back down on the far side. This is a very good run. Bergvall, I think it is, making that run there for Tottenham. Brennan Johnson now. First cross of the game comes in, and it's a good one, and Spurs lead! And it's Dominic Solanke who heads it into the corner, and Tottenham have scored. Stick a hot rod up my backside. It is 1-0 to Spurs, and that is not a great start for Newcastle United. Plenty time, of course, left in the game, but it's Tottenham this time who've come out with the quick start. It was whipped in, and I'm trying to see which defender Solanke beat, whether it was Botman or whether it was Byrne. But it was a great cross from Pedro Porro. Just seen it again here. Good run by Bergvall. It's played back to Pedro Porro, who whips it in. It's Botman he beats. Oh, he's got a yard on Botman there. That's not great.
No, it's not. That's rustiness. We said he'd make mistakes, and he has already.
Yeah.
Dominic Solanke isn't the sort of person you want to be playing in your first game back, I've got to say.
Yeah. He's beaten Botman very easily there, out-muscled him and headed it into the corner. No chance for Martin Dubravka. And Tottenham have an early lead. It's
an outstanding cross from Pedro Porro. You've got to give him credit.
Yeah.
The run from Bergvall wasn't picked up quickly enough.
Yeah.
Joe Linton didn't get back in goal side. Yeah, it was a simple goal for them.
Yeah. Well, we said it was, they were going to have to keep an eye on Solanke. It was look, he just out-muscled Botman, got a yard on him and scored. But Newcastle look for a very quick answer now as they come back with Anthony Gordon down the left-hand side. Overlap by Lewis Hall. Hall whips it in. Goalkeeper comes, but it's cleared away. Corner to Newcastle United. Young Spence getting it away there for Tottenham, Billy.
Yeah, it's young Gray.
Oh, it's Gray. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Spencer's the left-back, isn't
he? Yeah, it's good retour, actually. You know, straight up the other end, showing no signs of, you know.
Well, I mean, they can't really put their heads down yet. It's a goal in the first 5 minutes of the game. Fair enough. We know they've got the firepower. There's a lot going on that goal line there. In comes the corner for Newcastle. Deep testing the goalkeeper, but straight into his arms. And Austin gathers that and calms things down. And that'll do his confidence a world of good. Billy, get the catch like that.
Yeah, certainly will.
Sarr for Newcastle, quickly challenged by Tonali, but he got it away. That's great play by Joe Linton. And Newcastle in the box here with Anthony Gordon on his left foot. 1-1! Brilliant finish! Nice. Tottenham are appealing for a handball, but I don't think they're going to get it. It was a challenge by Joe Linton. It fell to Anthony Gordon, and Newcastle have answered back straight away. I think VAR will take a look at this. They're convinced it's a handball, Billy. Bergvall saying it's not going to count. We'll have to wait and see here because it was Joe Linton's challenge on Bergvall. Well, you can't give that as a handball, Billy. It's up off his thigh and then his hand.
Well, I think the fact it then went to, we said the other day about the ball being deflected off the hand, not into the net. I think that'll count. That's the law.
Yeah, I think it's going to be given here. We're still waiting for official confirmation, guys, but it looks like it could be 1-1. What a finish by Gordon, by the way.
Brilliant finish with his left foot as well, straight into the part of the net where no goalkeeper saving that.
Yeah.
The Spurs gifting us a goal there.
And the goal is given, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely given. And Granny is going to be bouncing. It's 1-1.
Come back and check on some breathing.
That was not the right tune. What an answer back, Billy. What an absolute brilliant response.
I think the Spurs players need to understand what the laws of the game are.
Yeah, indeed.
If that had gone in off his hand, fine. But it didn't, so it doesn't count as a handball.
No, absolutely
no deliberate handball there whatsoever. So, yeah, brilliant response.
Botman there with a good interception. And, well, Spurs, I mean, dear me, what a way to hit back for Newcastle. And let's not take anything away from the finish from Anthony Gordon, Billy. It was sublime.
Left foot as well. Yeah, on his left foot, on his wrong foot. Mr. Tuchel will be impressed with that.
Yeah, Joe Linton could be in trouble there. He's left one in there. But the referee has allowed the advantage to go on. Bergvall across to Spence. Murphy quickly in on him. But it comes back to the young Spence. Pedro Porro is still down after that challenge by Joe Linton. Literally in tears on the pitch. Spurs are wanting to kick it out here.
Well, clearly they know he's not.
Postecoglou is going absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas on the sideline there. Well, I'm not sure what happened. I think Joe Linton did leave one on him here.
I guarantee you he'll get back up straight away.
It's not a real... I mean, Joe Linton's just...
Listen, him. That's nonsense. It's not even a free kick.
Yeah, he's hit his leg with his knee.
What a play-acting twat.
It's terrible.
What an absolute fanny.
And Postecoglou was absolutely incensed.
Sit down, you big convict.
Do you know what it is? I mean, I don't know how he dares do that, given the challenge that we saw in Livramento earlier on.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same thing that's happened there. Guys, I don't control the scoreboard. It will update shortly. Don't worry. There's on the server updates. Chill out. It is 1-1. Actually, I can change it myself, so I'll do that. There you go. In fact, I think it's changed anyway, hasn't it? No. Okay.
Why you stopped play for then? Because wasn't a head injury?
No, it wasn't. Anyway, Tottenham have a throw. Coming up to 9.5 minutes gone. It's been a blistering start to this game. Controversy, goals. We've had everything so far, which we thought we would, Billy. It's exactly as we thought it would be.
Yep.
As Austin has it back in the Tottenham goal now. Gets it to Bergvall. He's closed down by Bruno very quickly. And now Austin again. This time he goes long, looking for Solanke. Burner's there. Ball bouncing. Botman mistimes his header completely. And now a chance for Tottenham, but Livramento is back there. Good defending from Tino Livramento. And there's definitely a bit of rustiness with Botman. Livramento
no doubt about it.
Has held on the ball too long there and has lost out. Just a little bit of a...
doing that, isn't he? Trying to keep it on the ball for too long.
Yeah.
At times.
But again, Botman jumping for a header, Billy, and completely mistiming it. But that will come. That will come.
And he's got another one on the wrong side of the defence from him as well.
Yeah, he's beating Solanke in the air now. Now Joe Linton. Little flick forward now to Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon gets away from... Kulusevski's away, but he's then caught by Joe Linton. But play will go on. How is Joe Linton not being booked yet? Nice play by Kulusevski here. It comes to Solanke. It's a great block from Sven Botman. Or that could have been 2-1. Poor clearance by Joe Linton. Sarr rattles one in straight down the throat of Dubravka. Wow.
We're on nerves a bit here, aren't we? Defensively. Yeah.
Great block that by Sven Botman from Solanke, though.
Certainly was.
And he's certainly been in the thick of it early doors as Sven Botman. He is Lewis Hall. And that wins a throw in for Newcastle. Brennan Johnson convinced it was a throw in there. And the referee just saying to Joe Linton, that's 2. Next time you're going in the book, son. He's got to be careful here because we're only 11 minutes in, Billy. Here he is on the ball. Back to Lewis Hall. Now cuts across field. Hall, nice little pass across to Tino Livramento. Livramento cuts inside. Nice play. And now good ball by Bruno to Isak. Isak's got a good run. Just too far ahead of Murphy there. George T, thank you for your super chat. Sitting here in my TTR kit. Must be bringing us luck. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. As Gordon now presses. Oh, God, they could be in trouble here. My goodness me.
Lucky bleeders.
Botman now to Lewis Hall. Hall under pressure from Solanke, but does really well. Dubravka calm as you like. Lays it to Sven Botman. Livramento still doesn't look 100% comfortable, Billy. And there's an offside, actually, against Spurs. blistering start to this game, ladies and gents. Absolute blistering start. 1-1 as we tick towards 12 and a half minutes gone in the game. Burn takes the free kick, and now Bruno across to Botman. Botman has Livramento in support. Livramento now left-footed, but it's blocked by Spence. And drops for Werner. Werner. And that's going nowhere from Botman. Oh, Botman. There was nobody there, and Botman's just kicked it out of play.
Oh, come on, go give me that's the keeper, not giving him a shout there.
Somebody needs to tell him. He's not having a go at Dubravka, but I guess.
Should have been shouted from Dubravka to let it go.
Yeah. Update the stream time. What are you talking about, update the stream time? It's perfectly in line with the game. God's sake. It's only a couple of seconds behind, guys. It's not the end of the world. I don't control any of the graphics. Thank you very much. Anyway, back to the game. Tino now to Bruno. Nice ball to Dan Burn. Tottenham have made a quick start, Billy. They are pushing high.
They are pressing, yeah, definitely. But that should enable us to get in on the break.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Here's Joe Linton down the left-hand side now. And he wins. No, he doesn't. He's kicked the ball out of play. It's going to be a Spurs throw.
Shame that, because he managed to draw the centre-half out.
Yeah.
Could have been some space in the middle for Isaac.
Absolutely. Eddie Howe not looking too happy at all. It's been a bit of a scrappy start for us in a way, hasn't it?
We haven't been great.
Well, that looked like it was out of play there, but it wasn't. As Porro looks like he's made a full recovery from that terrible injury he suffered earlier on in the game, Billy, where it looked like he was shot. And there's another clash there between Joe Linton and Bergvall. Bergvall's gone down holding his head. And I think, well, the ball still hasn't been put into play yet, by the way. This was off the ball. Just seeing it again now. Joe Linton's got to be careful, man.
He hasn't done on purpose. There's nothing in that.
No, I don't think he has. He's just following Bergvall, but Bergvall stops, doesn't he? And Joe Linton runs into the back of him, so there's nothing in it. But he's got to be careful, Billy. He's very hyped up for this, Joe Linton.
He certainly is. He's usually good for goal there as well, isn't he? So
yeah. Isak caught late there. Free kick to Newcastle.
Oh, dear me.
That was a terrible tackle by Porro right in the back of...
what's he holding his head for?
Dragerson or whatever his name is.
Manbin Nobed.
I mean, he got a part of the ball, but it was the initial challenge coming in. This is a good chance of putting the ball into the penalty area here and testing this keeper. Yeah, Joe Linton just looks a little bit angry at the minute, Billy, for some strange reason.
Sometimes he has that, doesn't he? The red mist, and
yeah,
hopefully he can control it, and hopefully his teammates more important to get into him to control it.
Indeed. But a chance for Botman and Byrne and Isak up there as well, of course. Test for the young keeper here. Is it going to be Gordon or Lewis Hall to put this in? I think it's going to be Gordon with a right-footed in-swinger, Billy.
Yeah, possibly.
Just waiting for the referee to give it the go-ahead. He's having a chat with Isak now, who I think is giving Pedro Porro a little bit of a dig in the back there for that foul, even though it was Dragerson who made it. But Isak wants a bit of his own back. It is going to be Gordon. In it comes towards the back post, and it's straight down the keeper's throat, though. He gets on with it very quickly, looking for the pace of Kulusevski, but good cover in there from Tino Livramento. And Newcastle go straight back on the attack. Livramento, who's got Tonali wide of him. Livramento held onto it too long again, Billy.
Yeah, always doing it, isn't he?
Why is he not playing Tonali in there? He had loads of space to run into.
He should have played that past 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, throw into Newcastle. I mean, Tonali would have had a great chance to whip across in as well. I mean, if there's any one criticism of Tino Livramento, is that he does hang on the ball a little bit too long at times.
Hesitation,
He's give the ball away there. And now Tottenham come on the attack with Solanke. It's a 3-on-3 at the moment. Solanke, across steps Dan Burn. That's going to be a yellow card. Burns took one for the team there. And that's, I mean, 17 minutes, coming up 17 minutes in a game, Billy. That's not a great yellow card to take, but he took one for the team by the looks of things, yeah.
He certainly did.
But then Joe Linton's alongside him. I think that's a stupid rash tackle, Billy. I mean, Joe Linton's alongside him there. I don't think there's any need to make that challenge.
Probably right. Yeah, I'll tend to agree with you. Although
no,
if
on a bloody
Joe Linton
yellow
would probably
card.
fouled him anyway.
Well, yeah. Here's Spence for Tottenham. Inside to Bergvall on the centre circle. Bergvall lofts it wide, looking for Brennan Johnson. And, Hall, he left the ball, and Johnson completely missed it. And it's out for a throw-in.
Yeah, good play from Hall. That just totally suckered him into thinking he was going to head that way.
Yeah, and then left it. Yeah, good defending that from Lewis Hall. So if you just joined us, thank you very much for watching Matchday Live on the Toon Review. It is 1-1 currently at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. A very strange match so far. We're still waiting for Newcastle to get into their rhythm, I think it's fair to say, Billy.
Yeah.
But Tottenham have, they've come out and done all right, Tottenham. They've pushed us.
Absolutely. I think they've been a better side, if I'm perfectly honest. There's more structure to their play than ours.
Yeah, so far there is definitely. But we know we can improve.
Yes.
And the fact is we've got the goal back straight away, which was important. As the ball is with Sven Botman now. Botman being pressed. He's lost it again. And luckily for us, it runs out of play. Werner couldn't get it. But, there is serious rustiness in Botman's game here, Billy. He's having a rough first 20 minutes.
Without a doubt. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I didn't want him to start today. He's got to start sometime. I'd have saved him for the cup tie next week where it's not so important against lesser quality players, but Eddie knows better than me.
Well, it's with Lewis Hall at the moment, still pinned in our own half. Gordon cuts inside. Tonali's available, but Lewis Hall's made a run further forward. Joe Linton tackle from behind. No foul, says the referee. Tottenham on the attack again. Kulusevski coming down the right-hand side. Plays the ball across. It's deflected off Botman again, and another Tottenham corner.
Yeah, not great, is it, so far?
Well, to be honest, Billy, I thought that was a foul there on Joe Linton. It was a very heavy challenge, but obviously the referee felt he got the ball.
I'm having a bit of trouble.
Huh?
I'm having a wee bit of trouble.
A wee bit of trouble?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean by that? Oh, we are Newcastle.
No, me watching this.
Oh, you? Oh, okay. Why?
Freezing.
Oh. Anyway, Tottenham have a corner. I'll let you work on that, Billy. Cleared away. Headed away this time by Livramento. It's in the air. Gordon knocked over. No foul, says the referee. It comes to Murphy, who puts his left foot through that straight out of play. And that allows us to get back and settle down again. Keith Truscott with a super chat. Botman needs to come off. He's a liability at the moment. Well, let's see if he plays himself into the game at the minute. I don't think he'll take him off this early, to be fair. Hopefully he can play his way back into the game. It's with the Spurs keeper now.
What time you got?
2025.
I'm about 5 seconds behind, that's all right.
Okay. And here come Newcastle again. Gordon on his left foot. Oh, it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Gordon went near side this time. And Austin turns it around for a corner. But I think Gordon probably will have been looking to do the same again. Botman stepped up and made a brilliant interception. And then Newcastle on the attack. Isak flicks it to Gordon. And it's a good save, Billy.
He probably should have gone to the other side. Yeah, I think he's trying to fool the keeper into thinking that. And it's a bit his near post, but yeah, probably should have done better than that.
John Cook with a super chat. Very bitty start from us. Great goal, but some very sloppy stuff too. Indeed. But we do have a corner now. Gordon will take. In it comes again. Goalkeeper comes for it. And it's a good punch, actually. Gets ahead of Botman. But the referees give a free kick to the Spurs goalkeeper. A little disappointed there. But again, Botman, that was the old Botman just before that chance there, stepping up, intercepting the ball like we know he can. He read that pass really well.
I agree.
I still don't think Gordon hit that shot as well as he could have, actually. It looked like he scuffed it a little bit. Anyway, Spurs have a goal kick, free kick, which is launched towards Werner. He takes it down very well, plays it to Spence. Spence now for Spurs. Right-footed ball, intercepted by Livramento. Little flick to Murphy. Good play that. Murphy now. Little flick back to Livramento. Livramento again. Bruno's ahead of him, but Kulusevski fouls Livramento, but he could have got that ball away first time for Bruno, who'd made a brilliant run forward and was in acres of space. He's just not quick enough sometimes, Billy, with that little pass.
Hesitation, yeah. It takes him a while for him to understand what's going on around him, doesn't it?
It does.
He dithers a little bit, and that won't impress the England manager, I've got to say.
But again, the Spurs pushing really high, losing the ball. I mean, had he played advantage there, I think maybe that's what Bruno was a little bit disappointed about. But another good opportunity this for Newcastle to put some pressure on Spurs here.
Let's try and cross it in away from the goalkeeper this time, mate, lads.
Yeah,
not bending it into his hands.
It's Gordon to take. I mean, why isn't Toon Army taking this?
Yeah.
Anyway, Gordon whips it in. This time it's away from the keeper. Headed away. When it comes to Livramento on the edge of the box. Livramento, it's a lovely dummy by Bruno. Murphy plays it across. And it's just gone out of play for a goal kick to Spurs.
I thought that was deflected.
Good opportunity. Lovely dummy here by Bruno. Sees the run of Murphy. It's just too deep, the cross. Tonali at the back post can't keep it in play. But this is better from Newcastle, Billy. Last 5 minutes, we've certainly upped the ante a little bit.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, we're definitely on the front foot now. We seem to have got to grips with how Spurs are playing. It's now a case of keeping them under pressure, pressuring them to make mistakes. They've made a few already.
Yep. Botman going up again with Solanke. Sarr taken out by Tonali. Well and truly taken out by Tonali. Murphy now. 3 Tottenham players around him. Livramento goes back to Botman. Botman. Oh, that's nasty foul on Botman as well. That's got to be a yellow card, referee. Sarr diving in.
On his knee as well. On his knee as well.
That's a shocker. That's a shocker. Botman giving his knee a rub, but he's up. He's all right to take the free kick. I'm not sure whether he was booked for that, Sarr. We didn't see any confirmation. I don't know how, because how the hell he hasn't got a yellow card for that. That was a dreadful foul, that. Anyway, Botman, long free kick down. Oh, what a ball that is from Botman. And Livramento's onto it. But Spence does well, to be fair to the kid. Livramento slides it. It's still in play. And the keeper took an age to pick it up there. Isak thought it was going to be his birthday there.
He'd probably tried to have chipped him anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Botman with a brilliant interception there. But the referee's called play back here. I'm not sure if I think it was a foul by Dan Burn. He's got to be careful, Mr. Burn.
Might have been a handball.
Yeah, it was. He's pulled that back for a handball. Strange. Anyway, Tottenham have a throw. 25, just over 25 gone. Billy, what's your thoughts?
It's been very bitty. We're starting to take a little bit of control, but it's not been the greatest games.
Not so far, but I think there's plenty of goals. Gordon does really well to win us a throw in there. Brilliant control on the far side.
We don't look as strong at the back as we have done in previous weeks. We look a little bit shaky.
Yeah,
that's obviously going to happen with a new member in it.
It will.
And we haven't really looked that good going forward, but we do have a goal, and we still look dangerous despite not being at our best.
Yeah, that's a good sign in a way, though, Billy, isn't it?
I agree.
We still look like we can score goals. I just think we need to just step it up a little bit here. Cause him a few more problems. Hall drills one down the left-hand side. The goalkeeper's way out of his penalty area here and deals with it well. Puts it up into the stands. Throw to Newcastle. Joe Linton gets on with it very quickly and finds Isak. Isak now cuts inside. Joe Linton. Now Gordon. Joe Linton. Tonali. Good bit of play this by Newcastle United. Bit of possession. Botman now just in the centre circle to Livramento. Livramento into Murphy, who does well. Caught late, but referee allows play to go on. Now, why isn't he blown there? There was no advantage.
Oh, the tosser.
Ah, dear.
That's bad refereeing now.
Yep, absolutely shocking. I was back with the young goalkeeper for Tottenham, who launches one again. Livramento reads it well, though, cuts it out. Good bit of play there from Tino. Now Joe Linton pressured a little bit by Brennan Johnson coming back, but good bit of play to find Gordon. Gordon slips it into Isak. Brilliant football this from Newcastle. Bruno now onto Joe Linton, right down by the touchline. Joe Linton wins the corner. Great bit of play by Big Joe as he smiles at the Spurs fans because they're giving him grief, Big Joe Linton, but he had a nice smirk on his face there for the Tottenham fans behind the goal, Billy.
Yes, absolutely. Laughing at him, really, isn't he?
Lovely bit of play that to win the corner there. Sort of faked that he was going to pull it back and then went round him. But good defending to get the foot in the way, but another corner.
great chances for Newcastle with the likes of Burn, Botman in the box. It's that short routine again.
Gordon tries to flick it in with the outside of his boot. It's not a great ball, and it's put Tottenham on the attack now. And Werner, who certainly has got pace to burn here, but Gordon has made a brilliant effort to get back, and him and Livramento sort the problem out. It's now with Sarr for Spurs. Good ball across. Pedro Porro, he will hit it from miles out. It's over the bar. Good effort by Porro, but too much height on it. But we almost got caught there, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, when you got that height in the box, chuck it in a couple of times. That short corner, they've been doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's got progressively worse with each time they did it. They scored it the first time, and nothing like since in that, in the end of the Spurs goal. So yeah, let's forget that set piece now. Surely we're entitled to more than one.
Yeah, absolutely. Still 1-1. And now it's with Anthony Gordon again on the right-hand side. Botman now for Newcastle. And it's back again with Dubravka. And this time
I'd like to see Toon Army getting involved in the game more, to be honest.
Yeah, he's quiet, but he's doing a lot at the back, Billy. He's making a lot of runs to sort of cut the runs out that Spurs forwards are making. Here's Bruno. Nice little ball inside for Murphy. Murphy through the middle now. Murphy. Options either side of him. Gets one from Tonali now. Tonali, he has Isak to the left of him. Tonali finds Isak. Isak cuts on his right. A little back flick back for Tonali was well intercepted, and it's eventually cleared away. Tried to play Tonali back in. Well done, Dan Burn. Now Bruno. Livramento. Back to Sven Botman. Burn. Hall.
Bit too flash for me like that in the box, I thought.
Yeah. Tonali back to Lewis Hall now. Back to Tonali. Hall goes on the overlap. It's back with Bruno now. Bruno has options. Finds Botman. Botman, first time ball out to Livramento. Livramento first time down for Murphy. Flicks it back to Livramento. Good football this from Newcastle. Livramento into the box. He's trying to get to the byline, but wins a corner. Well played. He had 3 Tottenham players to deal with there, Billy, and dealt with them very well.
I think he still hesitates a little bit, though. I think he wants the flick come in and a first time crossing order there. I think there was still a little bit of hesitation. I've got to say.
Guys, can we stop the ridiculous comments about Billy's nose? For God's sake, he's cold. He's got a cold nose. Big deal. Just leave it, guys. For God's sake. Anyway, corner to Newcastle. This time it's on the near side, which means Lewis Hall will take. And once again, the referee is wanting to just have a word with Isak. He was trying to explain that he's been held. I mean, Newcastle like doing this now over sort of putting the keeper under tremendous pressure. Obviously a ploy to get in amongst it with the goalkeeper. I mean, Isak's just standing his ground there. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, in comes the corner. It's not a great one from Lewis Hall. And it's out for Botman. Tries to get on the end of it, but can't direct it towards goal. Yeah. And it's a goal kick to Spurs.
Let's get it in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box and see if we can get ahead on it. The set piece has been dreadful so far, I've got to say.
Yeah, not great. Simon Yorkshire with a super chat. The makeshift Spurs side were almost an unknown quantity. They were always going to score at home. We have the quality. We are improving. Toon win. As we just look at Son warming up there. I mean, there's no sign of him coming on, guys. It's just that the subs do warm up in the first half now because it's Baltic there as well. Bruno now to Tonali. Takes a touch forward. Tonali. Isak inside him. Murphy to the right. Back to Tonali. Inside to Bruno. Bruno. Brilliant run by Murphy. Murphy! Isak! Oh, just wide! Inches wide for Newcastle. Brilliant move. And Isak just tried to guide it into the corner. And it's just wide. Brilliant move from Newcastle again. Murphy at the heart of it. And I wonder if Murphy had missed that. Isak had left that. Gordon had a tap in, Billy.
I think he did. But Isak's really got to score there.
Yeah.
On the edge of the 6-yard box.
Yeah.
Trying to be too cute again. Just put it in the near post and put it in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Brilliant move from Bruno and Murphy and Tonali, though, to get him free.
But I think you're right, Billy. Just why be too clever? Just put the ball in the net. Or at least leave it for... That's brilliant defending from Lewis Hall. Holding off Johnson there, putting him under tremendous pressure. But, you know, I mean, Gordon was going nuts, so I don't know whether he give Isak a shout or not. But Anyway, last 10 minutes, Newcastle was 71% possession. Certainly come into the game more, Billy.
Yeah, and it's not a case of passing it behind the back four either. It's all been in their half, so territory as well, I imagine, is massive for us.
Oh, we've lost the ball in a stupid place, trying to play it out. Burn there. Not great. Bergvall now plays it to Porro. Porro on the far side. Back to Bergvall. He'll look to whip across in here, as he does. And Botman is there this time. And Burn then high into the sky. Bit of head tennis going on here. Tonali. Sarr back with his head. Burn. And now Joe Linton takes it down. Brilliant from Big Joe. And now Bruno. Newcastle break. It's a 4-on-4. Murphy's making tremendous ground on this near side. It's with Gordon now in the box. Back to Bruno. Bruno's gone. He's still got it. He's won a corner. Dear God. I mean, I think it was a bit of a too heavy ball by Gordon, Billy.
Yeah. I'm not sure Bruno's chose the right way either. I think he should have gone through freeze out there.
Yeah. I mean, we are starting to pressure Tottenham now, definitely. No doubt about it.
And just cut the mistakes out, I agree.
Another corner.
I mean, that's a goal kick.
Yeah. Look at that by Austin. I mean, we are really pressing in that 6-yard area. The referee watching very closely, of course. In comes the cross again from Gordon, right underneath the goalkeeper who punches, but I suppose he's going to get a free kick for that. Of course he is.
Did well to be fair to keep up.
Yeah, he did. I mean, obviously there's a ploy there, put him under real pressure, but you're always going to get a free kick for that. I mean, Botman comes in way late.
It's about being predictable, though, isn't it? I mean,
yeah. I mean, Burn is manhandled to the ground there, but Botman comes in late on the goalkeeper. How is that not a foul on Burn, by the way?
Because they had a bit of a spate where they used to give them around the 2018 World Cup time. I mean, England got about 4 penalties from in the World Cup.
Thrown to the floor there.
But they've stopped doing it now.
Botman again now and finds Lewis Hall. Hall has Joe Linton in support, cuts across field, lays it back to Botman, and Burn goes all the way back to Dubravka. Dubravka, a lovely ball out to Joe Linton on the far side. Really good pass from Martin Dubravka, and it sets Newcastle on the way again. Joe Linton making headway, plays the ball down the line for Gordon, who's going to get there. Gordon, and another corner to Newcastle. Great ball out from Dubravka there, Billy. Set us away.
Yeah, it did indeed. Perfect pass. They released Gordon, but Polo again did really well, even though he was behind. He got back before Gordon could cross it in.
Claire saying if we could score from a corner, we'd be unstoppable. Well,
I agree.
I mean, what's this? Our 5th, 6th corner of the half so far?
Predictable so far. The one short one, which wasn't great, which everyone knows we do now because they've watched it the past 6 weeks, and it's just lumping on goal otherwise.
And again, let's see which one this is on the edge of the box. It's headed away. And the goalkeeper collects that. He's done well, the young keeper, so far.
Yeah.
I think Bird
haven't set that free as much, through the middle from deep.
Yeah.
That's something we need to do today and get him in on goal from.
Yeah, absolutely. Bergvall now bursting forward again for Tottenham, out to this left-hand side where Werner is. Werner will take on Livramento, but Tino sticks with him. And that's going to be a throw in to Spurs, deep in the Newcastle half. Werner gets on with it quickly. Back to young Spence, he's looked half decent, that kid. Dylan, thanks for your super chat. Porro playing superb, assist and solid defensively. Dragerson now for Spurs, just on the halfway line. He has to go all the way back to Austin in goal. We just need to sharpen up, I think, a little bit here, Billy. Just tweak it a little bit, just up the ante a little bit. But, as I say, the last 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, we've been good going forward. And we're defending again here. Joe Linton superbly intercepts the ball. Tonali now with a floating ball out towards Isak. It's a fantastic ball. Dragerson comes across to try and cope with Isak, who keeps the ball in. Well, he didn't. It's a throw into Spurs, apparently.
That's bollocks. Saw the white dust come up when it bounced on the line.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
It's just about cutting the mistakes out from at the back.
Yeah.
From cutting the mistakes out, there's no doubt in my mind we win this game. But
yeah, we do. I agree. I agree. I think we certainly just sharpen up a little bit. Oh, that's well won back by Gordon. And now Isak, lovely touch in for Bruno. On to Tonali. Tonali about 35 yards out. Lays it across to Murphy. Murphy in the penalty area. He's got an overlap from Livramento. Murphy! It's there! And it's Isak! But I think the offside flag, is the offside flag up? I don't know. No, it's given. Newcastle score! And I think it's Dragusin with an own goal. Isak's gone to celebrate. But I think the lad's touch came off the Tottenham defender, and it's Spurs 1, Newcastle United 2. Please go and grab your granny, because Dragusin's had a nightmare.
Isak last.
Yeah, Isak's got the goal. It's not offside either, guys. It's well onside.
It comes off Isak
just got his studs on the bottom of it, didn't he?
He did.
It was going in anyway, guys. It was going in anyway. But yeah, that's Isak's goal, ladies and gents.
It's brilliant for Murphy. Brilliant for Murphy.
Superb from Murphy. Absolutely brilliant. And it's another assist for Jacob Murphy, Billy.
Yeah.
He's having a ball.
Outstanding. And this is where Spurs are all going to be weak. The back four is always going to be weak because they've got a right back playing left back. They've got a makeshift centre half. This is where we capitalise. Now Spurs have got to come at us.
It says a lot when we haven't been at full thwack, Billy, and we're still 2-1, and we've come back from 1-0 down to lead 2-1. Yeah. But again, Jacob Murphy must take a lot of praise for that because he did so well. And Dragusin tried to get in the way. He had no choice, Dragusin, to do that. Yeah. But then Isak is there. It comes off the bottom of Isak's foot and into the back of the net. It's another one for the Swede. And Newcastle lead 2-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Billy.
Hello. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Steady on.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, here's Murphy again. He just couldn't control that, though. Just bounced over Spence and it hit Murphy and runs out for a goal kick.
Yeah, we don't
goal again. Forward. It's a brilliant ball in by Murphy, but it's definitely Isak's goal, Billy. 100% off his foot.
He touched it onto his foot. There you go. Yeah.
And once again, Isak says thank you to Jacob Murphy.
Absolutely.
I mean, Isak just knows what position to take up when Jacob gets the ball in that position. He just knows where to go. Austin clears again, and this time Botman is on top. Botman's come into the game, Billy, I have to say.
Yes, he has.
See Bubble with a super chat. Glad we are winning, but Dan Burn is all over the place. Well, he's got guys. Let's just try and support them. I think Dan Burn's got another defensive partner today. Him and Sheriff played for so long together. It's going to take time.
Yeah,
there is going to be little mistakes here and there. As Dubravka has the ball, he's certainly going to be in no rush to play that out. And now the worry is all back on Ange Postecoglou's face.
Bloody hell, mate.
Bloody hell, mate. Yeah. Here's Livramento for Newcastle. To Bruno. Bruno chips it across to Tonali. Back to Dubravka. Dubravka. Oh, lovely little ball out to Lewis Hall. That is fantastic, by the way. And now Hall bombs forward for Newcastle again. Gordon. Hall taken out late. No foul. But that's a beautiful ball from... Oh, brilliant from Newcastle. Joe Linton on now to Livramento. Now to Murphy. Livramento goes on the overlap again. Murphy to Livramento. He gets support now from Tonali. Tonali has Bruno. Lovely ball. Bruno in a bit of space to pick a pass. Picks a lovely ball out to Lewis Hall on the far side. Hall just waiting for Gordon to get back on side again. Plays it back to Bruno. Bruno bombs forward. Out to Gordon now on his right foot. Gordon inside to Bruno. Bruno has Botman in support. Here is Botman. Livramento to the right of him. Livramento cuts back in, back to Botman. Botman inside for Tonali. Tonali out wide now for Livramento. This is superb from Newcastle United. Murphy inside to Bruno. Bruno heading towards the box. Plays a little ball down for Livramento, but there's not enough on that. That looks like a corner. And he's given a goal kick.
No way.
Wow. Let's have another look at that.
Frank Spencer knocked that out, definitely.
How is that not a corner?
Frank Spencer had the last touch on that, no doubt.
Jesus. Ronan with a super chat. No silly second yellow cards now, please. Midfield start to find their rhythm. Absolutely. We're starting to find the passes.
Poor pass, Lewis.
Yep. But again, look how quickly we surround them. and they can't get anywhere. That's more like it. And now Dragerson's kicked it out of play. Thank you very much. Couple of minutes before half-time, Billy. There's only one team in this all of a sudden, last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we put the pressure on them now, capitulating in front of our very eyes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dragerson's having a mare the past 5 or 10 minutes. Let's get another goal now while the iron's hot, I think.
Indeed. It's with Lewis Hall at the minute. And a good ball out to Botman. Botman, right-footed pass to Byrne, who's got plenty of time. Byrne into Tonali, back to Byrne. Nice first touch football from Newcastle. Lewis Hall looks over the top for a run from Isak. Isak takes it down brilliantly. He's got Bruno. He's got Joe Linton to the side of him. Isak still. And he lays it off to Bruno on the edge of the box. Bruno doesn't shoot, but gets it out to... Is it Gordon? It is Gordon. Gordon on his right foot. Wide of the post. And it's going to be another corner, I think, to Newcastle. But again, that should be in the back of the net. We just... I don't know, Billy.
I think we should be a little bit more clinical. Yeah, I agree with you. It seems like we're trying to find the perfect pass and the perfect goal, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's definitely a corner.
It's brilliant football. Don't get me wrong. We've really picked up the pace. The final part of this first half, without a doubt we have.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall with the corner for Newcastle. This time it's very much deeper towards the back post. Headed back in. Cleared away from Tottenham. Only as far as Livramento now. Livramento clips the ball back out towards Lewis Hall. Hall brings it down on his right foot. Cuts back on his left. Lovely ball to Bruno. He's got to be quick here. Bruno. And then Byrne picks it up. Byrne. Lovely ball to Gordon. Gordon slips in. Bruno! And it's hit it wide. Sorry, Joe Linton on his left foot. He sliced it.
Yeah. It slips
well wide of the post.
It slips as he shot, unfortunately. But again, great pressure from Newcastle United.
Fabulous football, Billy.
Yeah. Yeah, really putting them under pressure now. And, the young Spurs defence, the young, inexperienced Spurs defence, they're finding it hard to keep us out at the minute.
Yep, they are. In the final minute now of the first half, guys, and then we'll find out how much additional time there is. But Newcastle really, really stepping it up a gear here, which they needed to do. Byrne to Livramento. Now Murphy, still in his own half. Spence comes across, puts it out. Newcastle have a throw in. Clever play that by Murphy, Billy. Let it run across him. Spence was... The only chance Spence had was to put it out and we get a throw in.
Yeah, he bought himself a second for Spence to knock it out and keep possession for us. Really clever.
Livramento's throw to Isak. Tries to flick it onto Murphy, but completely missed the ball. And now it's Sarr for Tottenham in his own half. Spurs 1, Newcastle 2. You're watching Matchday Live or listening to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review. Thank you very much for joining us. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel as we push towards 35,000, guys. And, of course, give it a like if you're enjoying the commentary today. That's not a great ball. And now Gordon flicks it onto Joe Linton down this left-hand side. Joe Linton, plenty support ahead of him. Lays it into Gordon. Gordon now has Joe Linton back in support again. Lets it run across him. And it's back now with Botman. Botman to Livramento. Livramento being pressed here, but a good ball to Murphy. Keeps the attack going. Murphy skips inside. Now Bruno. Bruno takes his time. Back with Botman. And Botman now, left-footed. What a ball that is across to Gordon, by the way. Jesus Christ. Gordon nods it down to an oncoming Lewis Hall. Hall, still Gordon is wide of him. 4 minutes added at the end of the half, guys. Hall again. It just runs over the ball and Tottenham get it back with Sarr. But Newcastle swarming again. Chipped clear. Kulusevski now takes it down. Good bit of play by him, but Bruno is there to win it back. Buzzing around Newcastle at the minute. And now Bruno. Out wide for Jacob Murphy. Tonali up there in support with him. Murphy cuts inside on his left. Floats a cross in. Headed away. Good defending that. And Livramento takes it off Werner brilliantly. Great play by Tino Livramento. Lays it back to Byrne. Byrne steps up over the halfway line now. Byrne. Good ball to Bruno. Bruno now has Tonali to his right. Back with Bruno. Loads of purple shirts ahead of him. Isak, what a flick in for Joe Linton. Just couldn't take it in his stride.
Oh.
Brilliant move again from Newcastle. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, just slightly ahead of him, Billy.
Yeah, this possession football and then the clinical last pass. It's tearing Spurs to bits.
Botman again beating Solanke in the air. Brilliant from Botman. And another throw to Newcastle. Botman has really stepped it up now, Billy.
Oh,
he's winning every challenge.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes he looked very shaky, but since then he's been outstanding.
Superb. And the Tottenham fans, well, They're not looking too pleased, and they've been hit by a whirlwind at the end of this first half. Newcastle needed to step up, Billy, and they have. Well and truly. Some of the football is superb.
Yeah. And if we are, of course, while we're at the other end of the pitch, we can't be making mistakes at the back. That's another thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Bruno kicking a tackle in there on Bergvall, who brings it forward. Couple of minutes to go in injury time at the end of this first half. Sarr for Tottenham. And now Spence. Spence has Werner ahead of him.
This has all come from a poor Livramento throwing, incidentally. If it comes to anything.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? I mean, try to throw it into a group of players. Porro again whips across into towards the back post. Livramento is there ahead of Werner. Good defending. Corner to Spurs right at the back end of this first half now. We need to be on our guard.
He's the danger man, isn't he, today, Pablo? He's been outstanding.
He's been superb.
Going forward and out back.
That's a terrific ball in as well, Billy. Well defended. Livramento needed to keep an eye on that. We're in the final minute of additional time at the end of the half. Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. In comes the corner. And that's easy for Isak to head away. And Newcastle will clear the lines. And Gordon is buzzing again. Anthony Gordon's won it back. Now, who's forward for Newcastle? Isak is. Isak's first touch was dreadful low, which is a shame because Bruno was also up there, Billy, and that could have been a great opportunity.
Yeah.
But look at this pressing again. Tottenham really are in trouble here. And they've won a throw in. Isak's infuriated. Doesn't matter, Alex. Let's just get on with it.
Sounds like you and the player marks on Sunday night.
The thing is there, Billy, Isak should have taken that pass there from Gordon. It was pretty straightforward. And
he's got his goal, but apart from that, he ain't been great, has he?
His first touch has been shocking today, actually.
Apart from that little flat flick through, even that was slightly overhit for Joe Libson, but
yeah,
in the main, he ain't been great today.
Yeah. There's the halftime whistle, ladies and gentlemen. And Newcastle, with a very, very slow start of the game, went behind to a Dominic Solanke goal. However, answered back literally 2 minutes later with a fantastic goal from Anthony Gordon. And then Newcastle going ahead with a goal from Alexander Isak. Dragerson trying to intercept the ball across from Murphy, but it hit the bottom of Isak's foot and into the back of the net. But apart from that, Isak needs his first touch needs to dramatically improve. But once again, he's on the pitch, he scores.
Yeah, well, that's all he's there for, isn't it? He's there to score goals, and he's scoring them by the bucket load. So we can hardly be critical of him. I think he'll score again second half, if I'm being honest as well. So I think their defence is crumbling by the minute as we attack them with more pressure and pressure. Yeah. Just cut out the mistakes at the back, and this game's ours.
We look absolutely superb in that. The last 15 minutes of that first half, Billy, we crushed them. The football was breathtaking.
Yeah.
We did need to step it up. We had to step it up, and it's like a switch was flicked there, and then we just started passing it around brilliantly. The passing and the movement came back, and Tottenham just couldn't live with us.
Well, as soon as we got Tonali and Bruno on the ball more often, then it started to take place for us. Yeah. We didn't get him in the game the first 10, 15 minutes. As soon as Bruno started getting his foot on the ball, as soon as Tonali started getting involved, then we took control massively.
Yeah. Stato is with us. Alex, that was an interesting first half, to say the least, pal.
It was indeed. I think we started a little bit nervy. I think we started by giving them a lot of respect that maybe they didn't deserve as much.
Yeah.
And then once we sort of arrived at the races, they couldn't really take it off us. Between, I think it was minute sort of 20-ish and about 30, we'd had 71% possession. So we started to put our foot down, and they started to get a bit nervous on counter-attacks. Our build-up's been fantastic. Yeah. We've definitely settled into the game. The first 10 or 15 minutes, we struggled. Tino was really poor with his decision-making. Bruno and Tonali couldn't get into the game. Everything was a bit nervy. But then we settled. 2 really good goals. Murphy's balls into that corridor of uncertainty are just fantastic, by the way. Just really, really good first half. It's a shame that we let that goal in. Sven was wobbly for the first 10 minutes as well, but has since calmed down. Yeah. A couple of nice noticeable switches from him, which we've really missed as well. So we've just got to take this into the second half and make sure we get 3 points.
Yeah. Look, we went behind early, Alex, and it's fair to say that Botman had a very, very rusty start to the game. Missed time in a couple of headers. He was out-battled by Solanke. They went ahead. We answered back literally straight away with a great finish by Gordon. But Botman has grown into the game as we'd expected him to.
He has 100%. I think he needed that time. It doesn't matter if you've played games and if you're fit enough. Well, behind closed doors games and youth games, this is different. You know, some of the pace of the Spurs players, like being pressed by Werner, Brennan Johnson, these are some of the fastest players in the league. And Solanke, once he gets running as well, is an absolute unit. So he's got to be on it. I think one standout player has been Dubravka. It's distribution.
Oh, it's distribution that put us on the
distribution out to Lewis Hall on that left-hand side.
Yep.
We've basically bypassed their entire press on a number of occasions.
Yep.
And then Joe Linton and Gordon have been able to go on gallops just because of that one pass from Dubravka being perfect. So it's really, really helped. I think that this is really highlighting the need for a goalkeeper that can do a bit of both of what Dubravka does and Pope does in the future, because it's so good.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of super chats to go through. Bear with me while I find out where we're up to. Keith Truscott says Botman came into the game at last. Once settled down, Tottenham couldn't deal with us. George says better late than never. Thank you for your super chat for the goal, of course. Shola says definitely a couple more goals for us in the second half. And Tomeo says possession of the ball was key to neutralising the Tottenham press. We did neutralise them, Billy, didn't we? Because once we started passing the ball around. And passing and moving. And then we started to up the tempo as well. So when Tottenham were getting the ball, we were swarming all over them again. And that's where they found it hard to deal with. And we were getting the ball back.
The key to it all was getting Bruno and Toon Army in the game, because it was all by passing them before that. And once we did, then we were giving the ball to ourselves instead of giving it away. Then we were able to make the moves we want to make. So it was key to get them two into the game. Joe Linton was in it from the start, but only in a fouling sense. Yeah. Even once Toon Army and Bruno came into the game, then he started playing more forward as well.
Alex, what can we keep saying about Jacob Murphy? I mean, the guy, we keep saying, he's going to fall off. But the guy just keeps performing and keeps on assisting.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the opening 20-ish minutes, I wasn't happy with Murphy and Tino together. I thought the decision-making was poor. They kept losing the ball, but they both switched on very quickly. They understood. They adapted. This is what we want. We want people who are intelligent enough in the moment to understand and improve and try. And they do that. And they did. And Tino's been a lot more careful with it, a lot more productive with it and keeping the ball, as does Murphy. And then once Murphy gets in that sort of right side of the box position, I don't know how he does it. I think everybody's expecting a ball to the back post, and he's so varied with what he does. He waits for the block, he gets it through legs. It's just fantastic. I think they've been very lucky on their left-hand side and our right, to be fair. I think Jed Spence has sold his soul because the ball's gone out of play 3 times off of him, and they've been awarded 2 throws and a goal kick incorrectly. So Jed Spence has cursed somebody. I don't know how he's done, cursed the referee somehow. He's very, very fortunate to get away with that. One thing I've noticed, I'm very confused. We've completely abandoned our short corner routine. We've gone for, I think it's 7 corners we've had.
Well, me and Billy were talking about that in
one short corner.
Yeah,
one short corner,
we did one where we lost the ball. They ended up with a chance for them. But obviously, look, the third choice keeper's in, and I think that's what the ploy was. Let's put some balls right underneath him, try to deal with it. But when you're doing that, it hasn't worked, but you're always going to give a free kick to the goalkeeper. The referee, as soon as anybody's on top of the goalkeeper, that's it. The referee's blowing his whistle. So try something.
Yeah, I think
different.
this kind of game, whenever there is a 50-50, 2 people having a little rustle, the referee will go and speak to our player, not the other one. So I think that's gone. I think we need to stop playing that game because the referee's clearly picked his side in regards to a 50-50 tussle. So we're going to have to, I think we just need to go back to our short corner routines because we've obviously done them. We've practiced them considerably more. They've been working in the last sort of 3 to 4 weeks much better. We've just got to try and be careful with the counter because they've got a lot of pace on the counter. I think Gordon's been exceptional at helping out midfield, robbing the ball back. We just need to make sure that we've got enough players with speed to stop the counterattacks. So Tino needs to keep playing like he is. Gordon needs to be switched on to defensive work because they're quick on the break.
Yeah. Emma Irwin, thank you for your super chat. Dylan says Lewis Hall is pure quality. England's left back solution. Look, when we step it up, we really step it up, and teams find it very hard. But it's the pace, Billy, in which. We've seen a couple of times that Tottenham have tried to break on us towards the end of that first half. And suddenly, the likes of Gordon is running all the way back to his penalty area. Bruno not giving up and winning the ball back. Tottenham just don't have an answer when we play like that.
This is the whole difference to what we had last season, isn't it? We weren't getting players back to help out the defence. Yeah. We were conceding goals because of it. Now we've got a blanket coming back with the defence. Bruno, Tonali, Gordon, Murphy. Yeah, and we look impenetrable at times.
Right, I'm just popping to the little boys' room, guys. I'll be back in a more.
Okie dokie.
I'll tell you who I've been really impressed with from Spurs, Billy, is Bergvall in midfield.
Bergvall, yeah.
However we say his name. He's the closest I've seen this season. I think that the only time I've seen anybody match Bruno and anybody else as closely to that was Baleba from Brighton.
Yeah.
I think Bergvall, he's for any Spurs fans watching, looks like a really, really, really talented player, because not many people can read and retain the ball. And against Bruno, it's very difficult to do because he's top of the game for that. But beyond that, I think the personnel absences are really hurting Spurs.
Well, the one that impresses me from Spurs, and he was a figure of fun for me for a season or two, is Pedro Porro. I think he's been outstanding defensively and going forward.
He's been very good for them. Yeah, the crosses are phenomenal from him.
They are, yeah. Do you think Tino hesitates too much on the ball, Stato?
Decision making.
Yeah.
Decision making. So I've got this in my notes. In the first sort of 15 minutes, there were three opportunities for him where he did exceptionally well at engineering the opportunity for him to drive forward with the ball. And then he's got 2 passes on and he takes neither, and he will either lose possession or get fouled. Yeah. Fair enough, getting fouled gets us a free kick, but I'd prefer us to use the runners when they're on. And it's that final decision. It's what he was doing when he first broke into the team in the Carabao Cup performances. Last year, the year before, whenever it was. Yeah. He was doing that, and he's not doing that anymore. He's dithering a little bit on the ball. And if we can, I would, in this game, it's a shame that Trippier has maybe lost his pace a little bit, because I would prefer Trippier in a game like this. I think maybe the pace is a problem, so Tino's better defensively, but I think Trippier would retain the ball a lot more and give us a lot more in build-up on that right-hand side. So I think Tino's just got to keep learning, keep improving. He's very young. He'll get there. And Murphy just maybe needs to be, he's 29 years old, Murphy is. I think he's 30 next month. So Murphy just needs to make sure he's the experienced one, retains the ball when it's important to do so. Because if we get caught with Tino and Murphy up, that's going to be a dangerous counter. And it's Sven that's got to deal with it. So
yeah,
we need to be careful.
We got Mark Mullins with a super chat. I think we should do our best to keep Dubravka. Well, he's having the ball at the minute, isn't he? I mean, he had no chance with the Spurs goal, but apart from that, the way we've
just got to be careful. They will get more chances. I think the commentary said there's been 30 goals in the last 5 Spurs home games, which is absurd. Yeah. There's 3 goals in this game so far, and the Spurs have scored 42 in the league. So that's title challenging levels of goal scoring, albeit their defense is in tatters. But we've got to be careful. They're well within their rights to be scoring another goal in this game. So we need to make sure everybody's focused.
They do have Maddison and Son on the bench.
Exactly. And Son's already been out for a jog, so we've got to be careful.
C Bubble, thank you. It says, if anyone's interested, the Newcastle training pants are on sale now. Paul says, Dubes is playing like Prime Edison with his passing. I mean, he's set us on the way a couple of times already, which has been absolutely superb, Billy.
Yeah, he has. His distribution is fantastic. Really is.
Nick Pope will be watching this going, uh-oh, this is highlighting what I'm really bad at.
Yeah. I mean, it must be killing you, Alex.
We knew he was better at this, though. We've always known that. The problem is the defense not protecting him last year and him not being able to sweep a keep. He was either rooted to his line or came out at the wrong time. And we've been playing in such a way that that's not been an issue. So the way we've been playing, it's not been highlighting Martin Dubravka's deficiencies, which he does have them, as does Nick Pope. They've got different problems with their game. But the way we've been playing has been able to highlight how good Dubravka is with his feet. And I've got to say, today has been absolutely phenomenal. You're getting it out to Lewis Hall on the left.
Absolutely.
It's just Spurs can't stop it.
Roadblock with a super chat says 3,500 watching, only 145 likes. Come on, guys, that can't be right. Please do hit the like button if you're enjoying the show today. And of course, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. We've actually got 3,725 or so watching across X and YouTube. So thank you, everybody. Please do subscribe if you're new. We want to really push towards 35,000K. So please do help us with that. And of course, thank you to Mamaroo Records as well for sponsoring the channel. And of course, you can visit their website, which is pinned at the top of their description. Well, 767 likes we're at, actually. So I don't know where you're getting that information from. 880 now, so it is going up. Thank you, guys. Do you have TTR T-shirts and hoodies? We did, but we don't anymore. I think we need to try and bring them back. Look, I am trying to find another provider for our merchandise. So, Alex, we'll see you at full time, buddy.
Yeah, 3 points hopefully. See you soon, everyone.
See you soon, Alex.
So there was Alex. We'll bring Billy back onto the double screen now. We'll move me across again. Just like magic, Billy, just like magic. And then we will do that. And there we go. Back again.
Are they played out yet?
I think so. Well, there's Anthony Gordon just coming out. Newcastle are certainly back out.
Yep.
How do you see this second half going then, Billy Bob?
I expect us to maintain control of the ball with the Brunarlington, with that little triumvirate in the middle of the park there.
Yeah.
If we do that, we'll win the game. If we can free Gordon more, free Murphy more, there might be more goals in it for Isaac. So, yeah, I'll see us winning the game. At some point, Spurs are going to pull the trigger and send some of their better subs on. Will it make any difference? I'm not sure. If we can stop the ball getting to them in the first place.
Well, it all depends on how they're feeling. They are making a change. But it's not. It's Reguilon. Reguilon's coming on.
That'll be for Spence, I imagine.
Well, I mean, so be it. I mean, Spencer's. I thought the kid did all right, actually. But no, Spencer's still on. I can see him over there. I don't know who he's coming on for yet. Just about to see the number. Dragusin. Well, he was terrible in the first half.
So they have no centre halves on the pitch now?
No, not one single centre half. I mean, if that's not a shout to Newcastle to say, how let's go and absolutely murder these twats in the second half, I don't know what is.
Well, set pieces now become even more vitally important to us because if they've got no height and it depends on Dom Solanke to head balls away, surely we can score from set pieces. You would imagine. You would absolutely imagine that, Billy, yeah. So Reguilon, I mean, does Spence come into centre back? Has Reguilon gone to left back? I don't know.
Because Reguilon's he's not the tallest of guys, is he?
I don't think Spence is. I think Spence probably will go to centre back, will he? Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, he has. Spence gone to centre back. There you go. And we're underway. So we're off, guys. Second half. Spurs 1, Newcastle United 2 on Matchday Live on the Toon Review. C Bubble, thank you for your super chat. Have you tried One Door, Paul, for merch? No, I haven't. I'll take a look at them. Drop us an email, will you? And I'll have a look. Gordon going up for a header with Spence early on, and Gordon winning it, nods it on to Isak, and Isak just couldn't quite get there. It's going to be a throw into Newcastle midway through the Spurs half. So a little bit of intent straight away from the Toon Army. And it's with Lewis Hall. Back to Dan Byrne. Sends it across now to Botman. Botman with plenty of time. And sends it out to Livramento on that far side. Livramento again, this time cuts inside. Tonali drops for him, but Livramento tries to go on a run, and he's lost the ball to Werner. Werner now powering forward, lays it to Kulusevski. Kulusevski, first time ball in. Botman deals with that and clears the ball. Excellent defending from Botman.
Outstanding.
That was superb, wasn't it? That's the old Botman right there.
No right to get there then because of the pace of Werner.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, indeed. And Tottenham now have it again on the halfway line with Sarr. And now Spence. Newcastle just sitting back again, letting Spurs have the ball. And now Brennan Johnson sends it. Porro now will cross it in again. What a ball that is by Porro. It causes all sorts of trouble again. Dubravka punches, and it's over the bar by Sarr, but a free kick is given to Newcastle. I think for the foul on Dubravka, who's stayed down. That was a bit of a... I mean, why didn't he blow earlier? But what a ball by Porro again, Billy.
It's an outstanding cross. It bent it round the outside of Lewis Hall. They're appealing for handball against Livramento. I don't think it was one.
I mean, I'm not sure what the hell Hall and Livramento are doing there. Dubravka does well. I mean, that's an awful challenge.
That's a terrible challenge. That's a yellow card.
That's a knee in the face.
Christ almighty.
Solanke there. That's a shocking challenge on Dubravka. That is a terrible
kicked him in
tackle.
the chest. That's a red card.
I mean, Tino handballs it, but there's no way he can get out the way of that. That's a deflection off Murphy. But
that's a red card. VAR should be looking at that.
That's a shocker.
VAR have got to look at that. That's a red card.
I don't know what Tino was doing there. I have absolutely no idea. That is a shocking tackle by Solanke, by the way. And I don't think many people made as much of that as what it should be, because it was a shocker.
Well, VAR should be looking at this. That's dangerous play. Should be off. And if Dubravka to come off because of a concussion,
it doesn't matter whether he's going for the ball, guys. You can go for the ball and still be dangerous. He went for the ball, fair enough. He didn't get the ball. He kneed him in the face. Jesus, but what a bloody cross that was by Porro, by the way. Sensational.
Yeah.
By far Tottenham's best player today. Well, I think Dubravka's back on his feet and we're ready to go again. A little bit of treatment for him there, but he looks like he's going to be okay. A little bit shook up by that.
What's Solanke doing?
I don't know.
Looking on the pitch.
I mean, it was a shocking tackle, that. It doesn't matter whether he's got his eyes on the ball, he's going for the ball. How high do your feet have to be? It was a shocker.
Well, he kicked him in the chin, virtually.
Anyway, we're back underway. Long ball towards Joe Linton. Bergval's won that. Up goes Bruno. Bergval again for Spurs. And again, similar to the Man United game, Billy, you would probably expect Spurs to go for it early doors.
Yeah, they're going to. Well, of course they are.
Porro now to Johnson. Johnson back to Kulusevski. And now Porro, Kulusevski, Bergval. And Bergval's ball is slightly behind Reguilon. And now Sarr, back to Reguilon. And again, Newcastle just saying to Spurs, you can pass it around all day out here. Spurs will be petrified, just like Manchester United were, Billy, of the counter-attack from Newcastle.
Especially with the defence they've got.
And now Spence being closed down very quickly. He's lost the ball. But the referees give a free kick. And had Gordon not made that foul, we could have been away there. Anyway, Reguilon has it now for Spurs. And it's back with Austin, the young goalkeeper, who slices it. And I don't think Spence was too happy with that pass out. And again, Joe Linton closing down Porro. Spence again plays it out, but only as far as Lewis Hall. Hall now inside for Bruno. Bruno had to be careful there. He's gone down. He's not going to get anything for it. He's not very happy with the referee. It's a great ball forward. And Newcastle, Tino getting in a bit of a muddle again. He's lost the ball. Reguilon's ball in. Solanke now. Great tackle, Botman. And then calmly done by Tonali. That's brilliant from Newcastle United to get out of there. And Murphy powers forward again. He's got men forward. Isak now. Isak to the right. Isak clips it in. It's not a great ball from Isak. It was terrible. In fact, it's come back to him. Isak, he's lost it again. Come on, Alex. Bruno wins it back brilliantly. Swings it to Tonali. Tonali, it's back with Tonali. Curls one. It's blocked by Bergwijn. And somehow Tottenham get the ball back with Reguilon now. Sorry, not Reguilon. And it's out for a throw in. And again, it's just disappointing from Isak, Billy. Poor passing.
Yeah. He's definitely not on his game today. I know he scored, but aside from that, he's been pretty poor.
You just don't know what you're going to get from him, do you? I mean,
No.
1 minute he's sensational. The next minute he can't control the pass. But he's so dangerous. He is so dangerous. Botman decides to keep the ball in and lays it now to Dan Burn. Plenty space for big Dan Burn in his own half here. Looks for help. Botman. And Botman calmly back to Livramento. And again, playing out nicely there, Newcastle. Livramento into Isak. Isak. Livramento. Inside now for Bruno. A little bit of space. And Bruno pings a right-footed ball. What a ball that is. Out Anthony Gordon on the left. Gordon. Lewis Hall powering in the forward. Great tackle by Spence going to Newcastle.
Very good tackle from Spence. But a great move from Newcastle.
Fantastic what a ball by Bruno, Billy.
Yeah, and great control from Gordon. First touch into Hall's path.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can make these corners pay now.
Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. 8th corner of the game for Newcastle. You'd think at one time we've got to convert one of these.
We've got the height.
Certainly have. And it comes from Hall. Bouncing around. Botman got there, but it comes out to Anthony Gordon. And now Livramento. Livramento steps up. Murphy's wide of him. Bruno does well. Gets the ball to Jacob Murphy. Murphy skips past Sarr. He's got to the byline. He's got a cross in. Isak goes ahead of the goalkeeper. Well done, Austin, again.
Yep.
Kept his eye on the ball, even though Isak jumped in front of him. But brilliant from Murphy again to get the cross in. But well handled by the young Spurs goalkeeper. And he clips the ball out now to centre field. Botman again in there to intercept from Solanke, but run into each other a little bit there. And here comes Spurs with Kulusevski. Kulusevski has Brennan Johnson ahead of him. Johnson now for Spurs. Lewis Hall back there. Johnson. Hall blocks it. And that goes out for a corner to Spurs. The spin on the ball took it out for a corner. Good defending there again from Lewis Hall, Billy.
Yes, it was. Got back and goal side and got the block on. Spurs still dangerous there. I think we need another goal.
Oh, absolutely. But I think we can get it. I think there's more goals in this game, to be honest. Spurs take a short corner. Porro for Spurs. Tries the left foot cross. It's blocked. And Newcastle can get out here. It's come all the way back to Spence on the halfway line. Porro. Kulusevski. And Murphy deals with him very well. But there's Bergvall going in. Will he keep the ball in here? Yes, he does. Well played. And a nice little ball in for Kulusevski. Across it comes, but there's Big Dan Burn and his size 52. Steve Headers, Tuchel must be drooling watching Anthony Gordon. Well, and Lewis Hall, to be fair. I mean, he's got 2 England players here who are on top of their game right now.
And Jacob Murphy, to be fair.
Well, indeed. And Gordon again all over Spence. Spence goes, give our referee. He knew he'd lost the ball. He dives over and gets a fucking free kick. Honestly.
Yeah, pull that from the ref. Totally bought that one.
Unbelievable. And Kulusevski now brings the ball forward for Spurs. Brennan Johnson now. Johnson gets a yard on Lewis Hall. No, he doesn't. Hall gets in there.
Foul,
pushed over. Still no foul given by the referee. And it's Sarr on the edge of the box. Dubravka with a brilliant save. And it's off the post from Johnson. Still back to Kulusevski on his right foot. Brilliant block by Joe Linton.
I think Dubravka got a hand to the second one as well, Paul.
Well, we'll certainly see on the replay. Here it is. That's a foul on Lewis Hall for me. Not given. Sarr hits a brilliant shot. It's an excellent save by Dubravka. I think it was going wide. I mean, it hit the outside of the post from Johnson. He's never going to score from that angle. But Dubravka certainly wasn't to know that was going wide. It was a great save. And he narrowed the angle down really well for the second.
Did well to get up. Yeah, did really well to get up.
It's going to be another corner to Tottenham. But there was a clear foul on Lewis Hall there, Billy. Not given.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
In comes the corner, headed away by Byrne. And Newcastle can clear the lines. Shocking refereeing again. Reguilon with a long ball in. Botman is there.
That's a poor
Botman's header is missed by Bruno, and Tottenham get on the attack again. Werner to the byline. Great defender. That looks like a goal kick. He's given a corner. I don't believe what's going on here. I mean, this is the first 10 minutes of this half have been shocking, Billy.
Yeah, refereeing wise.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Absolutely disgusting.
He's given him everything, hasn't he? And they're getting momentum because of it.
Yeah.
That'll be a corner as well, I suppose, would it?
That's come off Murphy. That's going to be a corner. Well, Tottenham certainly getting the help from the referee here as Joe Linton heads it away. Isak, that's not a great header from Isak. And now Tottenham with an opportunity to in the penalty area again. Livramento and Murphy over there. And Bruno, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant for Newcastle. And now Isak can get on his bike. Isak now, it's a 3-on-3. Gordon is screaming for the ball. Bruno now, he's got help from Tonali. Tonali now has Gordon in support. Tonali still! Oh, it's blocked. It comes to Gordon. He smashes it over the bar. What a chance for Anthony Gordon to bury it.
He should have been sent in way before then.
Wow.
Should have sent him in before that. Again, we just haven't made the right choices. Great block, though, to stop Toon Army's going in from Gray. But
I mean, Gordon had two options there. He could have passed it across.
He could have.
Isak completely unmarked. Bruno unmarked. Toon Army unmarked, and he's blasted it over the bar.
Let's hope we don't rue these misses.
Well, yep. In goes Hall again. Gordon flicks it on, looking for Isak, who was a little slow to react there. Comes to Bruno, though. Out now for Murphy. Murphy just settles it down, clips it back to Tino Livramento. Toon Army. Murphy. One-touch football from Newcastle, and the winner for a throw-in. We just need to put this game out of sight here. I mean, it's one of those where we've got to start taking these chances.
Yeah. Sooner or later, they're going to bring their big guns on, aren't they? You know, they're going to go half for leather. So we've got to score another.
Yeah, indeed. Here's Isak. That's lovely from Isak. And now Toon Army sweeping ball into Joe Linton. Joe Linton's got Gordon ahead of him now. Anthony Gordon into the penalty area goes Gordon. Two come across to him. He's knocked down. Gordon's gone down holding his face. No penalty, says the referee. And there's a head injury to Anthony Gordon, so he stops the play.
Well, if it's a head injury, it's got to be a foul, hasn't it?
And Gordon looks like he's cut. Oh, dear
That's a penalty. That's a penalty all day, every day. That's a penalty. I don't care if he's accidental or not.
Wow. I mean, the fact that he's smashed into him, it doesn't matter. That's got to be a penalty. Look at the blood coming from his face.
I guess there's no intent there, but still.
But it's still a foul, Billy. He's knocked him over.
It's a foul anywhere else on the pitch.
Hey, honestly, you're going to get nothing off this fucking referee, I'm telling you. I mean, how he hasn't given a penalty there, I will never know. Or VAR for that matter.
I don't even know if VAR looking at it.
Gordon's cut inside. He's been smashed into. How is that not a penalty kick? This is incredible. I mean, the referee, the performance from the referee since half-time has been nothing short of disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
I don't think VAR are looking at it.
Well, Spurs are going to make changes because Madison's definitely coming on. Son's definitely coming on. And so is Basuma by the looks of things, Billy.
There you go. There's three big hitters coming on.
But I'm sorry, that's disgraceful, that's absolutely disgraceful. And VAR are not, well, we haven't seen anybody from VAR looking at it.
Well, I showed them the goals now, so it's clearly they're not looking at it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's accidental though, Billy. It's a foul. He's smashed into him in the penalty area. I mean, he's done him. He's knocked the ball past him. He's done him, and then he's blocked him. It's got to be a penalty. I don't get that. I do not get that. I don't even know how VAR haven't even looked at that, Billy.
Well, it's basically put him in his arse in the penalty area. So to me, it's a foul. It's a penalty.
Of course it is. Keith Truscott says, how is that not a penalty? He's got blood passing out his face. It's obvious. Disgusting, corrupt shite. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's accidental. The fact that he's took him out, it's a foul. And if it's a foul, it's a penalty. Shocking decision. Well, Son's coming on. He's making the changes now. Werner's coming off. Son is replacing him. Let's see who else is coming off. 29's gone off, which is Sarr, and he's replaced by and Bergvall as well coming off. So Bergvall, Werner, and Sarr, and on steps Madison, Basuma, and Son. I mean, I just wonder, Billy, if that was at the other end.
Oh, good. Forget it. Yeah, it would have been a penalty, I think.
I don't give a monkey's hairy arse that it was accidental. You've blocked a man who's just done you for skill, completely wiped him out, smashed into his nose, and you don't give it a penalty. What in any world is that? Anyway, we're back underway, guys. It's a very strange decision for me, but it hasn't been given. And now we need to be careful. Gordon's been patched up and changed his shirt, etc. And he's almost ready to come back on. I mean, I just can't believe that. It's incredible. Morgan Ashton's been a member for 17 months on the channel. Thank you, Morgan. This is actually beyond a joke. No one even bothering looking at it. Commentators said nothing. They're trying their hardest to not let us win. Well, that seems to be the case since halftime. The referee has been abysmal since halftime. Absolutely no doubt about it. Basuma now gets it to Pedro Porro. Porro sends a ball in. Good defending by Byrne. And flicked on by Reguilon, but that's going to drift out for a goal kick to Newcastle.
And hopefully Anthony Gordon can get back on the pitch now because he's been off.
Yeah, he's on. He's got, well, let's just say a cigar butt stuck up his nostril there. Just to stem the flow of blood, of course.
Clean shorts, clean shirt.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get back into the game and smash one in now. Murphy. Oh, what a ball! What a ball over the top for and again, man! Alexander Isak!
Powo's been brilliant.
Goal is absolutely shocking.
Oh, you've got to give Powo some credit for that one. That was a brilliant bit of covering. Brilliant bit of covering.
Yeah, but it's just, oh, man. Porro's having the game of his life today. Here's Reguilon, steps inside. And it's Son now. Son. Botman sticks with him, though. Son can't get anywhere. And Solanke now being forced away. Maddison for Tottenham. You'd expect, obviously, Tottenham to ask a few questions early doors with the subs, Billy.
Yeah.
But we need to just see it out. Maddison again. Son being forced far, far back. And now Basuma spins away from Tonali. Reguilon. Sorry, it's Maddison. Maddison to Spence. Spence brings it forward from Spurs, but they're still just inside the Newcastle half here. Maddison to Basuma. Inside again to Maddison. Takes it away from Tonali. Maddison. It's a good ball out to Porro on the right-hand side. Porro sends a ball first time in. Byrne is there, though. Great defending. And now Anthony Gordon looks to break. Gordon skips inside brilliantly and floats a beautiful ball out to Jacob Murphy on the right. Over the halfway line goes Murphy now. Murphy still going. Livramento ahead of him. He is Tino. Skips inside. Back to Murphy. Murphy heading towards the byline, but shown out by Basuma, and Tottenham have the ball back. 65 gone, Billy. 2-1 Newcastle.
I wonder if Eddie's thinking about making some changes now. Just to thrashing things up a little bit, keep things solid.
Yeah.
Oh, referee!
On Bruno there by Solanke. He's got away with another one, Solanke. I mean, Maddison telling his teammates to calm down a little bit. Let's just pass the ball around. Newcastle do have a free kick, which hopefully they'll send forward again. Just want that additional goal, Billy. I want that comfort goal. I'm never comfortable leading 2-1.
No.
As Botman and Byrne head towards the penalty area again. In it comes. The goalkeeper's come, and he's claimed it well. Bloody hell. He's hurt himself doing that, Austin, but that was a brilliant take. Byrne went up with him. Byrne's looking at the goalkeeper, but it's Botman that comes in late. But he's done really well there, the keeper.
Yeah, good keeping that.
Definitely took one for the team there, but he's hurt, Bill. He's gone down. I think it's his ribs. He's just possibly a bit winded, I think. Newcastle making a change. Looks like Sven Botman's coming off, Billy, unless he's going over to talk to... Unless he's just going over for a drink, because obviously the goalkeeper's down.
There's a few going. I think Gordon's gone as well.
Yeah. I'll not make much of that. We can't actually see the Newcastle bench at the minute to see if there is any substitution. I mean, Botman looks all right.
Yeah, he jumped over there. I think he's gone for a drink.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of instruction.
I think that Austin's going to be all right in the Tottenham goal. I think he's just winded. As we look at Mr. Tuchel. Well, one thing's for certain, but he's going to be plenty injury time at the end of this game.
Yeah, Martin Chivers next to him on the right.
He was some player, by
legend.
He was some player, Martin Chivers. Wasn't there a Gordon Chivers as well for Aston Villa?
Gordon Cowans.
Where am I getting Gordon Chivers from?
I think that might be Mark Falco next to him.
What a player he was, Falco, by the way. He knew where the net was.
He certainly did.
Anyway, Austin's putting his gloves back on. And he's ready to go again with a drop ball. And maybe he's peppering with a few shots early doors and just test how many... I mean, who the hell is that goalkeeper for Spurs? I mean, if this is the third choice, who is that? Isak offside. I saw that a mile away. I'm not too pleased with Isak's performance so far. I know he scored, but it's one of them, isn't it? Where you don't know what he's going to do next. Anyway, Spence has the ball for Tottenham. Sends this out wide for Porro, who's found a little bit of space here down the right-hand side. Porro cuts it inside. Kulusevski couldn't take the ball with him, and that's good play by Botman, and then Joe Linton. Bruno now. Bruno taken down, free kick to Newcastle. Basuma is incensed by that, but I think Bruno was a little slow there because he could have moved that out to Murphy, and we could have been on the break, Billy.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely a foul.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul.
But again, ball in here. Kulusevski, and then it's actually Dan Burn who makes the challenge, and then Joe Linton sweeps up. Good defending again from big Dan Burn. As Newcastle leave it for Dubravka. Bit of the dark arts coming in here, Billy.
Yes, bit of time wasting.
Absolutely.
And let's hope Mr. Dubravka's kicking's as good as what it is when it's in the box.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to be caught between a rock and a hard place here.
Apparently, the BBC commentator said it should have been a penalty.
Of course, it should have been a penalty.
That must have been on the radio. Anyway, flicked on. Reguilon heads it. It's only going to come to Murphy. Murphy guides it down for Bruno. And then Tottenham get a free kick. Of course they do. Reguilon falls to the floor. And another free kick for Tottenham. The referee has been abysmal this second half. Well, absolutely.
That was the linesman's fault for that one. But
well, as soon as he sees the Tottenham player fall to the floor, let's wave a flag. Jesus. Spence now for Spurs. Kulusevski. And again, Anthony Gordon buzzing around Spence, not giving him a second on the ball. And Austin, first time clearance, high into the London sky. And Burn there was hurt. I think it was somebody came from behind into his back there. And, that's not a great ball for Kulusevski, but he's done well to keep it in. Skips away from Joe Linton. On his left foot, whips it in. Dubravka's there. Well taken.
Well done, Martin.
Yep, absolutely. Safe hands there from Martin Dubravka. 20 minutes to go, Billy. Your thoughts?
Bit squeaky bummish at the minute, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We've taken our foot off the pedal a little bit. We're trying to be more solid and defensive. We're not creating as much. So I think we can still get these and score more goals, but it doesn't seem to be the way we're going down at the minute.
Isak out
to Isak. It doesn't work.
Bruno. What a ball from Bruno. And can Gordon get in? No, Porro's got the pace on him. But again, it was one of them sliced volley passes, Billy. Sensational. Spence now on the edge of his box. Kulusevski. Little 1-2 with Rodgers. Brennan Johnson, sorry. Great tackle by Joe Linton, but it falls for Basuma. Basuma now. A few tired legs out there for Newcastle.
There is definitely leggy there. Gordon looks leggy. Joe Linton looks leggy.
Yep. 71 gone. Here's Basuma for Tottenham. Reguilon down the line now for Maddison. Maddison into Son. Son with a bit of space. Whips a ball into Dubravka. Is there again. I think we need a change, Billy. I'm a little bit concerned here. They
Gordon and Joe Linton for me. Gordon and Joe Linton for me have got. They look tired. They've done a lot of work. Yep,
indeed. Just hanging on a little bit here.
Kick in mine. Just kick the fucking thing.
Yeah. It's a great ball, actually, up to Murphy, who flicks it on for Isak. Isak then taken out late. Surely that's a foul. Yes, it is. Isak flicked it over to Gordon. It was a beautiful flick, but he was taken out very late by, I think it was Spence. Yes, it was. Very late tackle. but no card again.
Me nearly caught him in the showers.
Yeah. Ray Fagan saying, why have we backed off? We haven't backed off, Ray. It's just tired legs, mate. We it's fatigue without a doubt. And let's be honest, it's not surprising. We play at a very high tempo. We've played quite a lot of games recently, but I think we need a change just to get some fresh legs on the pitch. Isak now to Bruno. Bruno, how is that not a foul? He didn't get the ball. He's blocked him off again.
That's a nonsense decision. Who is this referee? Can someone?
And then he's given a free kick for that.
Fuck off.
And a yellow card.
It's Madley, isn't it?
Yes, it is Madley. Of course, it's Madley. He's a fucking idiot.
Tosser.
He's booked Joe Linton for that. I mean, he's given his cumulative fouls apparently against Joe Linton, so he's in the boot now. A terrible refereeing. Come on, Eddie. I think we need some substitutes on here. We're looking very tired.
Yes, especially in certain positions. Down this left-hand side for me.
Yeah. Maddison now for Spurs. Good defending by Livramento. And Joe Linton comes in, but Livramento holds on again too long. And Spurs win the ball back.
They ain't going to give a free kick to you now.
Nah. Kulusevski now. Porro. Porro on the edge of the box. Porro gets it on his right foot. Great block. And now... Oh, look at that, you snake! That's a yellow card! We were on a breakaway and he brings him down. Fuck me, I'll tell you something. Unbelievable.
Not even trying to hide it, is he?
No, of course he's not. Jeffrey Brun, thank you for your super chat, matey. Much appreciated. As Lewis Hall now. Goes long over the top. Porro is there for Spurs. Great play by Tonali there. And rolls it back to Martin Dubravka, who's got a bit of time on the ball. What a ball that is to Joe Linton, by the way. And Joe Linton spins away from Basuma. It's still Joe Linton. Basuma back there again. Joe Linton goes down. No foul, says the referee. Tottenham. He looks knackered, Joe Linton.
Yeah, he should have passed the ball there. That wasn't a foul.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant defending, Dan Burn. Brilliant defending. And gets it to Gordon. Now Joe Linton again. Joe Linton, the space to the right. Lays it back in for Gordon. It was a terrible pass by Joe.
Got to get him off.
Yeah. We are looking exhausted now, to be honest. They've made some changes and, they've got some fresh legs on the pitch. Basuma now. I mean, it's not like we haven't got some players that can come on and do a job to see the game out.
We've got a great bench today.
Son, out to Reguilon on the left. Murphy is there. Back to Maddison on the edge of the box. Maddison spins away from Bruno. Still Maddison. Back to Son. Son, inside now to Solanke. Back to Maddison. Back to Son. Great bit of football by Tottenham. Son keeps it in play. Keeps it in play very well. Still there for Son. Rolls it back to Maddison. Maddison will send it in here. It's a good header by Dan Burn. To the edge of the box. Porro. Now Kulusevski. He's got Burn in front of him. Back to Porro on the box. Left-footed shot closed down by Tonali. It's the Alamo at the minute from Tottenham. Spence now. And here they come again. Come on, Eddie.
We're getting deeper and deeper. We're getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah, very, very deep. Very deep indeed. He is Maddison again for Spurs. Rolls it to Basuma. Basuma back out to Maddison. To Son. Son inside to Kulusevski. Tries to go around Botman. Good keeping by Dubravka.
Well done, Martin.
Brilliant goalkeeping again.
Come on, Eddie. Fucking get your head in gear. We need changes here. I know
we can't go on like this. We can't go on like this. Yep, we are making a change. Harvey Barnes.
It's going to be for Gordon, isn't it? Probably. Do you know what?
Joe Linton's down as well.
I bet it'll be for Murphy. If it's for Murphy, it'll be disgrace.
Jordan Melville, thank you for your super chat. Love the channel, lads. Big shout out to Alison. How are the lads? Alison, good afternoon to you. Graham Ritchie with the super chat. How are you, Eddie? We need changes now. Well, at the minute, we've got Joe Linton down. We've definitely got Harvey Barnes coming on.
I'm going to suggest it. I hope it's for Gordon. But I think it might be for Murphy.
Well, I mean, Joe Linton is knackered. And
he's got to come off.
Look at Bruno walking around the pitch, firing everybody up.
God, we're going to have about 20 minutes of injury time, yeah?
Yeah, I know we are. I mean, Joe Linton's getting sprayed on his ankle. It doesn't look like he's coming off anytime soon. But he will have to go off for treatment, of course. And this is where he apparently... Oh, that's a nasty one, actually. And, of course, he didn't get a free kick for that, Billy.
No.
Anthony Gordon coming off for Harvey Barnes. That
Good
is the
choice.
only change, though, Billy.
Yeah, there should be more than one, but he's making the one. And I hope Harvey Barnes has got his defensive head on. What's he doing pushing him off the pitch for?
Gordon applauding the crowd. A bit of shithousery from Anthony Gordon here. Keith Truscott, one sub, you're joking. Only one, for fuck's sake, Eddie. Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't maybe shuffled the midfield a bit, Billy, just to strengthen us a bit more.
Well, even if he brings Longstaff on or someone like that, you know, just a bit of defensive solidity.
Yeah, I think Longstaff wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, Billy.
You know what he did to Madison at home?
Dear me. Well, officially, we've got 12 minutes left, but unofficially, we've probably got about 22 minutes left. Because there's going to be a lot of injury time.
How come they don't just make a change when the ball went out of play, by the way?
Well, I think because the ball, it was an injury. I don't know. And good defending again from Dan Burn. He's been superb this afternoon. And now Toon Army with a chip towards Isak. Well read. And Spurs get the ball back. Nearly 4,000 watching on both platforms, guys. Thank you so much for your support this afternoon on Matchday Live. Please do keep subscribing if you're new to the channel. Help us on our journey towards 35k. And Tottenham into the box again. Burn is there again, though, for Newcastle. And Tino clears it out for a throw.
I think he's given a free kick or something.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Maddison went down. Oh, there's a surprise. Maddison's starting to fall over, is he? Now, see, what's the difference between that and the penalty, Billy? Botman just stands his ground. Maddison runs into him and he gets a free kick. What is different to the penalty? And he's yellow carded him. What is different to that and the penalty for Anthony Gordon? It's exactly the same.
Actually, the penalty one was worse.
That's a fucking joke right there. How on earth is that any different, Billy?
It isn't. It's a scandal. That's disgraceful.
Jordan Melville, thank you for another super chat. Grandma John Harwood watching. Best Toon channel. Thank you very much. I cannot believe that. And the fact that he's booked him as well, Billy, is unbelievable piece of shithousery from the referee.
Oh, yeah.
There's no difference to that than the penalty. It's exactly the same.
I'd say the penalty was worse.
Yeah.
Personally.
Absolutely disgraceful. Anyway, this is dangerous because Maddison over the ball, of course. In it comes. He's tried the shot. It's brilliantly defended by Livramento. Corner to Spurs. Keith Truscott says ref is earning his Tottenham money.
Any falling over in the box here, you know, he's going to give it, you know. He's going to give it.
I can't believe that he actually booked him as well, Billy. When we saw... Dan says, this is why I'm still Howe out. No in-game management. I mean, we haven't picked up the short corner here. Maddison, just wide.
Oh, we're lucky there.
That was close. Very, very close.
We went to sleep there, didn't we?
Yep. We certainly did. And it came through a crowd of players. It wasn't far away, that was almost nestling. Player, thank you for your super chat. Is David Coote referee in this? What's going on? Well,
Andy Madley.
I mean, I can't believe what I've witnessed from this referee in the second half. Absolutely disgraceful. Toon Army trying to get the ball. Basuma has got it off him. Joe Linton wins it back though for Newcastle. Lays it into Barnes. Barnes a 1-2 with Toon Army. Down the line for Isak. Takes it well. He's kept it in play as well, but Spence got back. Barnes tries to get the rebound, but it's back with the goalkeeper, Austin, who's forced onto his left foot to clear. Burn does well. Burn took one in the face again there. And now Maddison for Spurs. Spurs again. Maddison. Right-footed ball looking for the run of Son. And Son has got away from Livramento. But he's been held up. Son now plays it to Reguilon. Reguilon to Solanke. Solanke to Kulusevski. And now to Brennan Johnson. Whacked across goal to Son. And he smashes it across and somehow it doesn't go in the net. And Newcastle get a throw in. Oh, Billy, this is unbelievable. It's a sudden Alamo here.
He's got to make some changes. He's got to do something to freshen the midfield up. Yeah, Sven Botman is now starting to look a little bit leggy as well. There's 2 or 3 changes he needs to make now, and he should have made them 5 or 10 minutes ago, to be honest.
Yeah, Tottenham well fired up now. They're getting the fans into it as well. I mean, I'm not sure what Reguilon was trying to do there. Why did he put that on target? I do not know, but he smashes it across goal. And we are on our asses here. Isak to Barnes. Barnes forward for Isak, but he can't get there. Tottenham throw in. Spence gets on with it very, very quickly. And now back with the goalkeeper, Austin. Quickly out to Reguilon for Spurs. Reguilon. Son now. He's in his own half. Rolls it back to Basuma. Basuma with plenty of space. We're sitting right back now, Bill.
Just inviting him on, aren't we?
Yep. And another ball down the line looking for Son. He will keep this in. Livramento across there with him. And Livramento does well. Another corner to Tottenham. I don't understand when we've got the likes of Trippier, we've got Willock, we've got Miley there, we've got Longstaff,
Kelly.
People, Kelly. We've got players there that can sort of see the game out. But he's draining these players here.
And we've got to play again Tuesday, remember?
Yep, Reguilon's cross. Dubravka comes, punches well. He's cleaned 2 of his own players out there. And there's an injury, I think it's Dan
stopped
Burn.
play on the fucking break.
Yeah, but it's a head injury to Burn, Billy. He's not going to take any chances. I mean, Dubravka cleaned him out, but Dubravka did really well there again.
Yeah, he did.
Lady Sam says, honestly, this is stupid. Why are we not subbing? The 10 minutes overdue. I mean, Dubravka, he does well, Billy. Eyes on the ball, gets a punch to it, cleans Dan Burn out, but obviously cleans Solanke out as well. Burn felt that. But, you know, is Dan Burn badly hurt here, Billy, or is it the old...
Well, I hope he is, because I don't hope he is, but we want a break there. Here's Willock.
Yeah.
With a 1 substitute at a time.
Yeah, it's only the 1.
Joe Linton or for Murphy, I imagine.
Yeah, Burn is coming to the sidelines. He looks okay. But again, Billy, I mean, you know... The one change, I mean, who is Willock coming on for? Isak.
Interesting. Let's play with the striker.
Longstaff's also coming on.
That'll be for Joe Linton, surely, Scott.
I would have thought so. And now there's a bit of argument because Isak hasn't seen his number yet, so... go on, Madley. He books Isak. There you go. Honestly, unbelievable stuff. I mean, this referee, honestly, any excuse to book a Newcastle player, it is absolutely outrageous.
He needs to get off quick before he gets him another one.
Yeah, absolutely. As we've just seen his goal again.
And we have no striker now, so we're saying to him, right, you're 11 against our 11 defenders.
Yeah, they'll probably look at Willock for the outlet, Billy, to try and drive us forward.
Or Barnes or Joe Linton. Maybe they're going to put Joe Linton there as a...
It's Murphy that's come off for Longstaff.
I
mean...
well, it's going to be Longstaff, Tonali and Bruno in the middle, isn't it?
It's just saying shut up shop here, because obviously Gordon's not on the pitch either. So, I mean, I'm not sure who's playing where. And Tonali's tried to pass the ball to Dan Burn. And, of course, Burn is standing on the sidelines and it goes straight out because Madley hasn't waved him back on yet.
No,
I mean, this referee is a disgrace, by the way.
Well, it's been 30 seconds at least now.
Well, yeah, I've counted 45 so far.
I think he's just waved him on there.
I mean, that's almost 50 seconds, Billy. That is absolutely outrageous.
They don't even want you at Tottenham.
Why are you not booking him for dissent?
They don't even want you at Tottenham. They've loaned you out to Brentford, to Man United. They don't even want you there. What are you looking like a prick for?
Me.
Good, Bennett.
This is absolute madness, this. What's he appealing for a Tottenham throw there? It's clearly not a Tottenham throw.
What did he try and keep it in for if he thought it was a Tottenham throw? Dickhead. But Willock's gone wide right.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're playing the striker.
Well, we're not. It's Willock and Barnes on the wing. Well, Joe Linton.
Oh, Joe Linton's gone wide right. So maybe Joe Willock through the middle, like you say, yeah.
Unless Joe Linton's gone up front, Billy.
Well, he might do.
And they're just taking positions for goal kicks. And certainly Newcastle at the minute in no hurry to take the throw-ins, but you've got to be careful when this referee's as card happy as he is. Absolute disgraceful refereeing. I still look back at that penalty incident, and then the exact same thing happens at the other end. He gives a free kick, and he books Botman.
Yeah.
For exactly the same thing.
Well, less of.
It just does not make sense. Porro now with a long ball looking for Son. It's a brilliant ball, but Livramento reads it well, but it only comes to Solanke. Solanke, burn all over him. Solanke manages to keep the ball and lay it to Maddison. Maddison now to Spence. Spence brings it forward. Out wide again for Pedro Porro. Porro back to Spence. Now Basuma forced a little bit back. Chased by Willock. Over to Maddison again. Son. Maddison. Reguilon. Back to Son. Son tracked by Tonali. And of course, he's going to get a free kick for that. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, we're coming up to 90 minutes, Billy. I mean, should we have a lottery on how long's going to be, much injury time? I reckon at least 10. What do you reckon? You're muted, Billy.
I think 12, sorry.
Okay. Here's Spence. Porro. Lewis Hall does well. And now Barnes. Can Barnes get us out of there? Plays it down the line looking for Willock. And Willock did well there. Forced Basuma to clear the ball out. And Newcastle will just regroup.
I mean, again, though, what is it saying to Willisula when you're putting Joe Willock on as a centre forward?
I don't know, Billy.
He's never played centre forward in his life.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Hall's done really well to get that to Botman there. And now Livramento finds Joe Linton. Joe Linton definitely playing on the right-hand side here. Willock through the middle. And Willock goes on a chase here. And now it's come to Bruno. Bruno, plenty of space on this left-hand side for Harvey Barnes. And Bruno finds him. Barnes now just outside the area. Running out to Pedro Porro. Barnes onto his right foot. Back for Longstaff. Longstaff doesn't seem to have a clue where he's going here, but gets it to Hall. Hall back to Barnes. Barnes cuts on his right foot. Tried to play the ball down to Longstaff and Tottenham clear. But Longstaff got the ball there, Billy, just outside the box, and he had no idea where he was going. 10 minutes of added on time.
10 minutes, yeah. You were right, Paul. That's twice a week.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Put the lottery on tonight. Here's Joe Linton bursting now through the middle. Joe Linton to Bruno. Bruno tries to play it through for Willock, but good defending again by Spence. Willock all over him. He's going to give a free kick.
Willock. Oh, come on. Absolute bollocks.
Yeah, Spence goes down. The referee
fucking
instantly.
Frank Spence.
Another foul. Yeah. Dear me, how this is incredible stuff.
Botman's now fouls and fucking Colonel Sanders is twat.
Botman's got cramp.
I'm not surprised. I'm amazed. I'm amazed he's played this long.
Yeah, he needs to come off. Newcastle
want to make. Ref, who are you to say he needs to come off? Fucking tosser.
And it is Lloyd Kelly who's coming on. No sign of Trippier today. Spike Milligan, member for 29 months on the channel. Corrupt officials don't get punished. Well, I mean...
He's got cramps, Solanke. He ain't played for 10 minutes. Piss off out of his life. That's doing you.
And look at the man. Fucking pathetic.
I knew Madison, you gobby twat.
Unbelievable. It is. How can they complain when the referee has done nothing but try and give Tottenham their equaliser? I don't know how they can actually complain, Billy. It's an absolute joke. Jeffrey Brun, thank you for another super chat, buddy. Much appreciated. As Botman makes his way off with a bit of cramp, but he's lasted 91.5 minutes on his comeback. That is impressive.
Very impressive.
Bit of a rusty start to the game.
Tuesday. Absolutely no chance.
No, I don't think so. Well, you never know. You just never know, do you? And it is going to be Lloyd Kelly to come on to close out the game. 8 minutes of additional time left. There'll probably be additional time on top of that until Tottenham score.
Yeah, probably not long.
Absolute crazy. Crazy. We're back underway. And Newcastle now just need to keep focus.
The disappointing thing for me is, though, with this makeshift back four, we haven't threatened at all second half, have we?
No.
It's disappointing for me.
But we're bound to get tired at some point, Billy. I mean, we've played a lot of games.
Yeah, but we had the first 20 minutes of the second half to do something. We did nothing.
Yeah.
We've sat back the whole of the second half, really, haven't we?
Pretty much. But now it's all about hanging on to this victory.
Well, it is now.
You know. And then maybe catch them on the break. We've got players on the pitch who can catch them on the break still. You know, there's Barnes, there's Willock. Kelly does well there. And now Longstaff, nice ball over to Barnes. Willock's made a good run ahead of him. Basuma follows him though. But Willock skips by him. And he's brought down. The referee has allowed play to go on. Willock heading towards the penalty area now. Pulls it back to Longstaff. Longstaff across to Bruno. An awful pass. And Tottenham get the ball back.
Yeah, we're in the shit now because we've committed men forward there.
Shocking that from Longstaff. Shocking.
No advantage from the free kick again now.
No. And the ball is played across and up and under from Livramento on his left foot. Drops for Kulusevski. Keith Truscott says Tottenham making use of their 12th man. Yeah, well and truly making use of their 12th man. Here's Kulusevski now for Spurs. Left-footed ball into the penalty area again. Flicked on by Solanke. And did Dubravka get a touch on that, or is it just over the bar? I think it's a goal kick. Solanke got in front of Lloyd Kelly there. Came off the back of his head, really.
I think Willock should have stayed down for that free kick.
Yeah.
Because I bet he don't go back and book him.
Of course not. Of course not. Book a Tottenham player in the second half, Billy. No.
He should have gone down. We were getting nothing off from it, was we? We had 3 players up against 7 of them. You know, and then we were pushing men forward and we got caught in the counter. Yeah. Just go down. Take the time. Take the free kick. Get the ball. John
Cook with a super chat. If we don't win it, it will be down to this corrupt ref and Eddie's poor game management. Oh, let it bounce there. Give Newcastle a chance to get the ball. Bruno gives it a sort of knee into the air, then wins it against Basuma. Now Willock flicks it on to Barnes. Barnes with a chance and a good save by the goalkeeper.
Well, he never looked like scoring, did he?
Yeah, he was under a lot of pressure from Porro, to be fair.
Porro did brilliantly not to allow him to get it onto his right foot, which is what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And by the time he had to shoot with his left, he was too close to the keeper.
Yeah, but we got a corner from it.
Great defending from Porro. Great defending.
He's had a hell of a game today, Pedro Porro. Hell of a game.
He's not got a challenge in there. He's not got a tackling, but what he's done is make sure Barnes can't get in his right. Yep. Outstanding defending.
5 minutes of injury time to go. Well, plus a little bit more, knowing this referee.
Fucking go short. What's the matter with you? Just play a short corner and keep it in the corner for 2 minutes. Oh, he's still confident to score. He must be just confident of scoring again.
Well, there is some height in there. Hall's corner comes in. It's headed down by Byrne. And the clearance is terrible. Only as far as Willock. He hits it, deflected, high into the air again. Reguilon and Newcastle get another corner as it spins out to play. And the Geordies behind that goal, revving them up. And he's really revved up.
He is well revved up. Revved up, tanked up, pissed up.
Well, exactly. Now we do look like we're going for a short corner because Bruno and Joe Linton are over there. 2 Brazilian shithouses. Brick houses, crap houses, whatever you want to call them. Let's just keep the ball there. Well, Madison's clearly not 10 yards. And, of course, the referee just says, get on with it.
Get another corner.
Joe Linton still. Brilliant from Joe Linton. Now Bruno. Bruno flicks it through for Willock, but it was overhit. And that's out for a goal kick to Tottenham. They'll get on with this quickly.
Well,
Newcastle need to get back. Yep. 12 attempts each, by the way, in the game. 4 on target for Newcastle, 3 for Spurs. Madison now plays the ball through to Reguilon, to Son. Son cuts inside, rolls it back to Madison, just over the halfway line for Spurs. Madison out to Kulusevski now. Kulusevski, plenty Newcastle shirts back though. Kulusevski heading towards the area. And now Pedro Porro blocked by Dan Byrne. Porro again, back to Son. Son now back to Porro.
Overloading this left-hand side, aren't they?
Yep. Porro again. Brilliant cross to Dubravka with a save again from Solanke's header. And he hangs on to it as well.
I think he should have scored.
I don't care, Billy.
Header. I think he should have scored that straight at the keeper. He's got to do better than that.
It's a good save, Billy. I don't really
save.
care.
Yeah, it's a great save. Brilliant save.
Joe Wilkinson, TNT have given the Spurs goalkeeper man of the match. Well, Porro's the man of the match for me. Outstanding performance from him today. But the question is, can we now hang on to this lead? Kelly's header is straight to Basuma.
Poor header.
Basuma. And now Spence for Tottenham. Across to Porro. Kulusevski makes a run. It's well marshalled by Byrne. Byrne heads it on over the top of Barnes and Longstaff. And now Kulusevski again. Does really well. Brilliant defending, Dan Byrne. Brilliant defending. And now Bruno brings us forward again. Bruno over the halfway line, taken down. Referee says no foul. Tonali's onto it. Tonali now. Tonali holds it up. Oh, that's a shocker. What a shocking challenge that is by Reguilon, biting at his ankles like that. You dirty bastard. And it's a yellow card. And rightly so. You disgusting dirty bastard. Shocking challenge, Billy.
Yeah, outrageous. Knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh!
That's a red. That's a fucking red.
You start to sound like that guy off EF.
Yeah, but he is. I'm not joking. That's a red card. He's nowhere near the ball.
He's not.
Stood up on his shins. It's a red card.
It's way above his ankle. Yeah, it is. Way above his ankle. Final minute and a half of additional time. Newcastle fans doing everything they can to wave their team to victory. 2-1 as it stands. Please keep subscribing, guys. Over 4,200 people watching. Welcome to all our new subscribers today to the Toon Review. Thank you very much. And of course, keep hitting that like button if you're enjoying the commentary. Livramento will take the free kick for Newcastle. Guides it towards Joe Linton in the corner. Reguilon heads it away. Tonali now to Bruno. Bruno just wasting some time down by there and wins a throw in and turns to the Newcastle fans and gives it the big one. Ronan says, I love TTR. Haven't laughed as much in years. Livramento now with the ball. Certainly not going to rush this. We're into the final minute of the additional 10. It's still 2-1 to Newcastle United. The ball is where we want it. Joe Linton now. Off. How is that a foul? You fucking muppet! Honestly, that's unbelievable again.
That's never been a foul in a month of Sundays.
My God, let's give Tottenham a chance. Come on.
Fuck's sake.
Dear me.
It's a foul the other way, maybe.
Yep. And now it's Johnson for Tottenham. He's got Kulusevski wide of him. Kulusevski will look to try and get the ball into the box. In it comes Solanke. And there's Dubravka again. And he certainly will pounce on it and stay down. The 10 minutes are now officially up. 100 minutes have been played. Eddie's waving his men forward. Jason Tyndall saying, come on, ref, you've had your 10 minutes.
We've had an injury since then, haven't we? So,
yep, Dubravka launches it forward.
We're going to have another 15 minutes here yet.
Yep. Byrne then sends it into the London sky. Willock is underneath it. Austin comes way out his goal, and he's missed it completely. And somehow Tottenham managed to hook the ball clear. And then it's a free kick. Oh, my God! This fucking referee, Billy!
Fuck me, might as well put a Spurs shirt on and be done with it.
Maddison takes a quick free kick. It's cleared away by Joe Linton. Bruno is there. Now Tonali. Tonali to Joe Linton. Now to Bruno. Flicks it onto Tonali. Brilliant football. Tonali wins a throw in. Bloody hell, referee. Come on, man. Unbelievable. And Newcastle taking the time again, as they are entitled to.
Yeah, book some fucking for time wasting here, you can guarantee it.
Of course you will. Livramento now with the throw for Newcastle. Just down the line. Get it down the line.
Flick on onto Joe Linton's head and over the top for Willock. There you go. That's what you've got to do.
He does exactly that. Flicked on again. Joe Willock looking for the ball. Hunting the ball. Does really well to keep it in, but it's Tottenham who have the ball back. And that might be Basuma across the goal. Still, the referee doesn't blow his whistle. Fucking hell!
Minute and a half so far.
Basuma now. Livramento there with a brilliant header. Joe Linton gets in there. Now Tonali to win it back. Tonali, that's brilliant. And now Livramento puts his foot through it. Tottenham have the ball back, but that's An offside, says the referee.
Well, bloody whistle now, ref.
Madison's down in tears again. Come on! Lee Waiters, how good has Doob's been? Great commentary, guys. He's been superb, Dubravka.
Yes,
absolutely superb today. Newcastle have a free kick. Goodness gracious me, this is incredible. And Dubravka's going to come out and take it. Slows the player down again. We've had a minute, 2.5 minutes now, over the 10.
Anfield. It's got the Anfield vibes about it, hasn't it? Apart from they ain't going to score because this should be it now.
Well, it's been a very different kind of performance today, but that is it. It's another 3 points for the Toon. My God, we had to hang on. It was definitely squeaky bum time, but we've done it again, Billy. Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2.
Yeah, another victory. I don't know how we beat 12 men there. Outstanding performance to win that game because the referee didn't want us to win it. It was shocking. And Spurs haven't really created much force against the second half despite having all the play. They haven't created a lot. I think Eddie could have done better with their substitutions, but we won the game 2-1. I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, C Bubble, thank you for your super chat. Much appreciated. Well done, the Toon. Listen, the fact of the matter is, though, we're not going to win every game by blistering football. You know, sometimes we will have to dig out results. You know what it is? And the difference is we are digging out results now and deservedly winning games. I mean, that for me, you know, we battled hard in that. We came out on top. Stato joins us, Alex. I mean,
thank God for that.
That was serious squeaky bum time, wasn't it?
No, well, it was serious, unacceptable performances from the officials. 102 minutes and 48 seconds. That's 13 minutes of added time when there was 10 was already very contentious. To then play 13 minutes. Absolutely disgraceful from the referees. How is Reguilon still on the pitch after throwing his arms around for 10 seconds in the referee's face? Then the further yellow card. I am incensed. We've won this game, and the officials, I've never seen as bad officials, honestly.
But Alex, the penalty incidents, the penalty,
absolutely
shocking. And then at the other end, exactly the same thing happens, and he books Botman.
Yeah,
exactly the same.
He did was stood his ground, put his hands out. And it's not a foul, and he gets a yellow card on top of it. Absolutely awful.
Kulusevski shoulders Gordon in the face in the penalty area.
Gordon completely sold him with a cutback.
Yeah, he did.
So I appreciate Kulusevski doesn't have really anywhere to go, but you're looking, you're shouldering someone in the face.
But it's still a foul. It's still a foul either way you look at it. And then the same thing happens at the other end. And he gives Tottenham a free kick and books Botman. It was disgusting refereeing all the way through this thing.
We can't ignore it just because we won. We have to bring up the poor officiating in wins and losses. We can't just whinge when it goes against us. We won today, and that is still unacceptable refereeing. It was so bad. There were three occasions where Jed Spence put the ball out, and Spurs got goal kicks and throw-ins. They would constantly just getting there were several things that Tonali was giving fouls against that were absolutely not fouls at all. It was so poor from the referees. The fourth official, linesman, all of them were so subpar today. It was unreal.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve Headers says the ref was clearly paid by Spurs, but they failed. Agent Tech Stream says a win is a win, and we play in the cup on Tuesday. C Bubble says this team has top 4 written all over them. George says excellent passion mate commentary. If I wasn't already lying down, I would need to lie down now. Another one from Keith Truscott. That was without a doubt the worst display from officials I've ever seen. Surely we can put a complaint in. That was disgusting.
I think we should.
But the thing is, Alex, today, different kind of a win, but just says to me how much we've grown as a team, because we did have to battle hard the second half. The referee was against us as well, and we've come through it.
Yeah, I think Spurs fans need to realise how good their team can be. Yeah. There's a lot of quality in that side. They've got so many players missing, and that was a hard game, a real hard game for us. And we have steamrolled everyone in the last 4 weeks. Everyone. Nobody's gotten away from us. We've destroyed everyone. That was the hardest game we've played in a long time. So Spurs are a good side, regardless of the absentees, but we played that perfectly. I think the substitutions were a little bit late from Howe, but I was really interested to maybe see Willock up front, and it came true. I think Sean maybe could have done a little bit more physically in the middle of the park, but the intelligence and maturity from Bruno and Tonali and even J7 to try and slow that game down at the end. Game management, we've grown up, we've matured as a side. Two seasons ago, we do not win that game. It was brilliant from everyone involved.
Absolutely. Simon Yorkshire says 6 wins on the bounce. Winning away from home is great. Anthony Stafford says he is a tenant to bribe the ref with. Listen, just incredible. But Billy, I mean, you know, it does just show how we've grown as a team, where we are now to where we are back in November. You know, the determination, the camaraderie. You know, we're not going to steamroll teams every game. There is going to be games where we're slightly back against the wall. But listen, it's happened to Man City. It's happened to Liverpool in the past where they've all been called fantastic teams because they've shown some grit and held on to leads. And that's what we've done today.
That's the kind of game we wouldn't have won had we been on the end of a bad streak of results.
Yeah.
The fact we've been on a good streak of results. Winning breeds confidence, breeds camaraderie. It's all great. Yeah, it's all great. And long may it continue.
Graham Ritchie says, I am knackered. Great commentary, lads. Simon Muller says, we have played a lot of games in a short period. Guys look leggy. Magnificent win. And I think that we need to take that into consideration, Alex, is the amount of football that these lads have played over the Christmas period, and we've still won the game. Now we go to Arsenal, another challenge for us. But, you know, the confidence, it'll be sky high in that dressing room right now.
Absolutely. We just need one more push from the lads. One more push because there will be I assume there would be rotations for the Bromley game. So we just need them to keep it going. This has been a very draining game. It was an away performance. It was emotionally draining. It was physically draining. It was a very difficult game. So it's going to have taken a lot out of everyone. Players like Gordon and stuff absolutely spent in that match. Bruno was spent as well. Tried his absolute socks. So we're gonna have to just go again against Arsenal because they'll get a rest. There will be heavy rotation, but we need, as good as today is, it's no good if we go to Arsenal and lose by 2 or 3 goals because then the cup tie's gone.
Well, of course, Bruno's missing as well. Bruno and Cher both missing.
Yeah, not great. But everybody's got to carry on. We've got to soldier on.
Yeah, it's very much sort of probably backs to the wall against Arsenal. But then again,
it's squad depth now. We're going to need players
their style a little bit. Yeah. Botman, Billy. I mean, look, I said yesterday I thought he might start. He did start. He looked very, very rusty the first 10, 15 minutes, but played himself into the game. And Dan Burn, I mean, what a performance.
Well, take them first 10 minutes out of the game and Sven Botman has played an unbelievable game. It's not a game you can even imagine coming from a man that's been out for 10 minutes with a knee ligament injury. And Dan Burn's just been the same as he has been the past 6 weeks. Yeah. 2 of them together were outstanding.
Absolutely. John Cook says, in your face, madly, disgusting bias, great win. How are the lads? Debs, thank you for your super chat. Outstanding commentary. Ref beggars belief. And C Bubble says, I'd love to go for a drink with Stato. Well said. What did you think of Botman and Burn stats?
Yeah, they were good. They were good. Unfortunately, people put Burn under a lot of pressure unnecessarily today. Burn got, walloped in the face. He had to commit a foul to get booked to sort of sort out Tino's mess. Yeah. So Burn, a very selfless performance. Very, very good. Botman, shaky for the first 10 or 15 minutes, but then was sublime for the rest of the game. Read everything really well. Passing was top-notch. A couple of fantastic switches as well. Got on the end of a few things in the box I wasn't expecting him to get to. Yeah. I've forgotten how much of an aerial threat he is as well. Got a decent amount of goals from corners and set pieces. So that'll be fun to get back to. One thing I just wanted to add, somebody just put in the chat, which is really interesting. I'd completely forgotten about that when we were on the break against Liverpool, they did blow the whistle bang on time when we were on a counter-attack. So I feel like I know that VAR hasn't been implemented fantastically well. The goal line technology on the whole is very good. But I'm all for more technology in sport because I'm sick of the differences in subjectivity involved from human error and human bias. The fact that you can blow the whistle bang on time in the Liverpool game when we're on the break, and then you can add almost 3 minutes over the allotted time in this game. That's the disparity is enormous, and we need to get these people who are below average at their jobs. not making the decisions as often. There should be automation on certain things that are just dead certain. Offsides, onside, goal, no goal. Then,
well, for me, it's time to get a clock up on the stadium and go by that. 100%. When there's an injury, stop clock.
We need to follow sports like rugby, baseball, American football. We need to get with the times when it comes to fairness, because it's just ridiculous. The subjectivity is ruining the game, and it's just wrong.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, gentlemen, at all. Steve Heddes says 4 points off second as it stands. So proud of the lads. Awesome effort, especially against that ref. Absolutely. I mean, look, Eddie Howe, Billy, he took some flack in the live chat again for maybe not making changes when he possibly should have. But at the end of the day, we've gone on and won the game. He's made the changes when he did. So, you know, it's. I mean, can you really have a go at him because he's been proved right because we've gone on and won the game?
It's hypothetical, really. We don't know what would have happened if he'd made the change. We may have lost the game. So you can't really say anything about it, really.
Yep. We did look very leggy, didn't we? But then again, we sort of got a second wind again to, as Alex says, Tonali and Bruno playing that game out the way they did in injury time was nothing short of brilliant.
Yeah, they were fantastic. I mean, physically, just so aware of what's around them, understand how to draw the foul, just strength as well, technical ability, just everything. It encompasses their whole game. They're just elite players. Yeah.
Michael McIntyre with another super chat. Cheers, lads. Toon. Absolutely, Toon. Right. Reaction time. Are you guys doing a Patreon?
Yeah, yes. There shall be an instant reaction over on the Patreon. So everybody who is currently a patron, make sure you come and listen to it. It'll probably be up in about 45 minutes to an hour because we've got to record it first, and then it'll be straight up. And anybody who's interested in listening to it,
I need to go and lay a cable in between. So
thanks, Billy. So basically, there you go. It's a way of supporting the channel as well, but you get extra content away from the camera. On Patreon, transfers, match reactions, legends, and historical stuff, as well as everything else. The link is pinned in the description if you want to go down and have a look and click on the link. Have a look at Patreon for some extra from Toon Review. I will, of course, be doing my reaction here on YouTube. That'll be up within the hour as well. But that concludes Matchday Live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. Well over 4,000 again. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel and you like what you see. But don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave as well if you've enjoyed the commentary. And, of course, a massive thank you to Mamaroo Records for sponsoring the channel. Based in Whitley Bay, head into Whitley Bay. And if you're into your music, if you can't get into Whitley Bay itself, check them out online. It's pinned at the top of the description. We will be back tomorrow with the match review and, of course, a transfer show at some point. So just keep your notifications on. A double header from us tomorrow again. So we'll have a look at some more players. Sam A, thank you for your super chat. The broadcast commentary was crap. Talking about the TV, obviously. John Joe says hard graft. Let's not win. Let's win these fixtures. Ref was so biased. Yeah.
Incidentally,
it's a shame.
What we think about this attire still going.
It's still there. He's still there. Yeah, the superstition, very superstitious.
Every game we've won since. Every game.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a shame that the Arsenal game's not a league fixture because we're only 4 points off them now. So if we could go and beat them in the league again, we'd only be 1 point off them.
Yeah, and they're still saying Arsenal are making a title challenge, and we're only 4 points off them. It's madness. Absolute crazy. But thank you for your super chats and membership, guys. Thank you for the mods, Billy and Alex. We will see you all again tomorrow, but keep your eye open for the reactions on YouTube and, of course, over on Patreon. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. But Newcastle United finish again. Winners. Determined. Brilliant. Howe, come on. It finishes. Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Take care.
3 more points. Howe, the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some green. So much trouble, make my day.